Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, cry, and hug, friendship solid as gold. My soul code whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows, NKOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom. And if you don't know, now you know. My soul code whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
If you guys are just tuning in for the first time, I think we should put this in the beginning here. Because I learned a very important thing on My Favorite Murder.
What's that?
That we should introduce like what this podcast is all about when people first listen. And just like a brief thing, like, so we have a block party episode every other week. Sometimes we pop one in and you know what I mean? Like sometimes we don't go every other week.
Sometimes we go out of order. Or sometimes
whatever.
Exactly.
But the block party is really for fan stories of any kind. New Kids on the Block related. And that's what we're doing today.
Right.
And then we do 80s and 90s, which is really like anything, you guys. Anything. But we're here to read your stories, to share your experiences. That's what this podcast is all about.
'Tis true.
So if you're a first-time listener, welcome.
So that's going in the beginning of the episode.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So that, first-time listener,
and I've heard
that's
that.
What we do.
On who was I listening to? I listened to somebody the other day, and they were like, "If episode number 63 is the first episode you've listened to, it's kind of random."
Yeah, right.
But that's they did. It wasn't My Favorite Murder, but it was something.
Sometimes I do that accidentally. I'll just listen to the latest episode.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll pick the one that has an interesting title and I'll listen to that one.
Exactly. So I feel
in the middle of like nothing, like.
If we do that more often, I mean, our longtime listeners are obviously going to know what block party is. Right. And they're going to know that I'm Nikki.
They know the drill, and I'm Brooke.
So that's what this is all about. Your experiences, your stories. We want to share them, but we can't share them if you don't send them. So send them to mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com.
Please. And thank you.
And thank you. And
Amen.
Now on to our episode. There it is.
There she be.
There it is. Whoomp. Whoomp, there it is.
Shakalaka.
Guess what today is? 30 years ago today, guess what happened?
Hangin' Tough came out.
Hey, that's right. Did we tweet about it?
Nope.
Oh.
No, it's been coming up on my my screen while I was at work.
Oh.
Donnie tweeted about it.
Thanks, Donnie.
Donnie, you are a national treasure.
Do you know that I did some outtakes this week?
Yes, I did.
They made me laugh.
I did not listen to them, but I know that
they
you
made
did
me
them.
laugh.
Did you know that Burt Reynolds died today?
Oh no!
So sad. He was only like 82.
No.
I mean, I shouldn't say only 82.
We were just talking about Burt Reynolds. Mm-hmm. What did he die of?
I don't know.
Too much swag? Heart?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't read anything. I saw it come up on my phone today.
I really enjoyed that YouTube video done by the guy you had me watch that goes to the different locations.
Oh, Adam the Woo?
Adam the Woo.
Yeah.
And he went to like Burt Reynolds like filming location that he like, there used to be like it used to be like quite the attraction for like, and he'd do movies there.
Oh, I haven't seen that video.
It's like swamp land now. Yep. It's just like grown up, but there was like a baseball field and.
See, that's interesting. I think that stuff is really interesting.
Kind of like the boat that was next door. Do you remember that?
I do.
It was weird. Like a ship.
Can you hear that?
Yeah. No. I can't.
Good. Yeah, no, it was. That's that.
Okay, so like when I say that to people, they're like Noah's Ark? No, not like Noah's Ark, but it was bigger than like a boat. It was bigger than like
It wasn't like a speedboat.
No, it wasn't like a fishing boat, like a small little fishing boat. I'm just going to go and I'm going to go. No, it was like a wooden, like an old ship.
Yeah.
Small ship.
But not like a pirate ship.
But not like a pirate. But not, it kind of looked like one only because it was like falling apart.
Right.
But I wonder where that came from. It must have been old.
Chester Copperpot?
Who's that?
Chester Copperpot?
No, what's that?
He was from the Goonies.
Oh, that's right. Oh, man.
Maybe he knows what it was.
I just had
Exploring for treasure.
what was the name of Shane's character?
Oh, I don't remember.
We can call it that now. A blank event. What was his name? I said, who's
I can't remember.
shitballs? Scott.
Chandler.
That was a Scott Chandler event.
Who's Scott Chandler?
I was so embarrassed.
But wait, Scott Chandler?
Should I like put it in an outtake? Should I put that in an outtake? I took it out. I edited it out.
I don't think you did.
Shut your mouth.
No, I heard it.
When I said, who's Scott Chandler?
No, you... Okay.
No. I didn't edit that part out that we talked about it because you said leave that in. And I said, okay, fine.
Right.
But I did edit out
You're right,
the part
you're
because
right.
I said it not once, but twice. And no one answered me. And that's embarrassing, guys.
Embarrassing, guys. I said that today at work and nobody understood it.
I would have laughed. I would have gone, ho, 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 ho.
Nobody got it.
That sounded like Slingo.
That did. Oh my God, Slingo. I loved Slingo.
Me too. I wish I could still play it like on AOL. Like I wish we could like use AOL.
Do they have a Slingo app?
They do, but it's not the same.
No.
Been there, done that.
Well.
Can I just pause for a moment to get really pissed off at Ryan Reynolds for this stupid game that he made me download?
What game?
Because he started advertising.
You told me about this.
It makes me. It's called Toon Blast.
Yeah,
it's
I
an
know
app.
exactly what game it is.
And I'm addicted to it.
I don't play it.
And I don't play games.
They advertise it on
Crunch Time,
Crunch Time, which I play too much.
which I just download. Oh, I deleted it.
Well, that's probably a good choice because Crunch Time, here's my goal with Crunch Time. If you want to know
Here's the thing. Like, I don't play games like this.
how sad, I don't either. Well,
I get too into them. Like, when I got into The Simpsons.
Simpsons Tapped Out. I love The Simpsons Tapped Out.
you
And
still
I played
playing?
that too much. No.
I had to delete it.
I had to give it up.
No, because I would be like, oh, geez, gotta go and collect the whatevers.
Yeah, gotta go collect
Donuts.
collect the donuts, collect the rent.
Yep.
And then like they would come out with like the event. They'd have a big event and you'd have to like get all the new buildings. Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, I had to stop that. That was foolishness.
Do you know what game I really miss?
What game
Is
is
the
that?
Wii Kingdom. Do you remember that game I used to play when iPhones first came out? Or like, it's not Wii Kingdoms. It's like something Kingdom or something. And it's no longer. Like, this is no longer a game.
I don't remember that.
And it had very soothing music. And I loved it.
No, I do kind of remember. And you tried to get me to play it, and I was like, meh.
And
I didn't like it.
You'd like,
Yes, you would garden.
And you would like,
I remember
it
that.
was so soothing. And I loved it so much. And like, you could go and visit other people's kingdoms. I loved stuff like that.
Kind of like Farmville.
Kinda.
I loved
But then
Farmville.
it shut down and I was very sad.
No, I remember that. I tried to play it, but I was like not into it.
And I was really, really into Skee Ball, that one app.
Uh-huh.
They were very well done apps. Like, if you guys don't remember the App Store when it first came out, like, games were really well done. They were like very polished and very well done.
Yes.
Because Apple had such a process, you know, like they would go through, and I just felt like the games that you got were just of a different quality than they are now.
I think that some games, anybody can make a game now. I feel like, do you know what I mean? Like anyone can throw a game on there. Like I couldn't,
Right.
But like you can throw a game on there, and there's just more crap
Yeah,
than there is good.
Yeah.
There are some good ones. Like Crunch Time, I love. I think it's a great game. I love the animations along the the board that you have to like scroll through.
Oh, I did notice that. Maybe I will re-download it.
I love it. And it's just like funny little things. It kind of reminds me of like Where's Waldo?
Ooh.
Because like when you look through the Where's Waldo books, you'd find like funny little like scenes in them. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like that. I mean, you're not looking for Waldo or any special cat or anything in these, but it's just funny. We were scrolling through one and Sadie said, "Oh my gosh, there's a poop." And I'm like, they did not put a poop in there. That's disgusting. Sure did.
Oh.
And they were like, there was a cat that was like,
Pooping?
I didn't do it.
Oh.
And the other one was like, oh, that stinks. It was like stupid. But I'm addicted to this game.
Do you remember the frog one that we used to play? And it would hop to and I love the little splash. Like that you collect the frogs. And Brody told me
I think I do.
that he remembers that when we had our room up before we made it too. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
And like being in bed and he'd fix my face. Do you remember when he used to do that? When he'd like paint, he'd go, "Mommy, mommy, 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 let me fix your face. Let me fix your face." And he'd like paint it.
Oh, that's cute.
I miss that. Mommy, 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 mommy.
Sadie likes to do my hair now.
Hey.
She did my hair so well a couple weeks ago that I had to cut the elastic out of it.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I know. It was down at the way, I got it out mostly, but it was down like at the way bottom, but you can see over here, there's a piece that's like, I had to cut it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well.
You win some, you lose some.
Shit happens when you have a 6-year-old
Yep.
who's losing teeth left and right. She's not going to have any left.
I love it. Mm-hmm. So,
Hey, guess what I got?
what?
I got the hoodie, like the short sleeve New Kids hoodie that they had on their website.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
I feel like we talked about it, like in like this. They probably still have it. Anyway, I got one. I haven't tried it on yet, but I was gonna wear it to the Apollo show if I like it. But it's kind of cool.
I'm jealous.
And but I got some other New Kids stuff. I ordered actually like a couple shirts from there because they were having a sale.
I can't
I got
believe that I didn't get the short sleeved hoodie.
Well, it's
so
probably still on
upset.
there. Get one. Do you know how many t-shirts I order? None. I don't
That's
order.
true. That's true.
From
You
there
don't.
ever.
You don't. And I do.
So you do.
I
you really
normally,
do.
whenever they say, "Hey, we've got a sale," I'm like, "Okay,
Yep. Let's add to the
what
collection.
am I going to get today?"
I never ever order from there
Yeah,
because it just adds up so fast, and I've been trying
It
to do
does.
better.
I really wanted the cups. Like that was a big thing I really wanted. I really wanted the like
Yeah.
cups.
Yep. I am actually going to go on and see if it's still there,
Okay.
but I haven't tried it yet. I need to.
So I was so can I show you what I did for the Apollo
yeah.
show? Well, so I'm thinking about putting this on a shirt
Oh wait, we talked about this.
that I took. No, I did something different.
Oh, okay.
So I took one line from each of the songs from Hangin' Tough
Uh-huh.
and made like my own song. This is what happens to my brain
Are you
when
gonna,
it's like this.
Are you going to sing it for us now?
I can if you want me to. It's like a poem.
Do it.
We've been together for a long time, baby. All that I needed was you. I'll be loving you forever. There's just so much that I want to say. Don't you know I only want to be with you? When you need me, I'll be there. Don't worry about nothing, 'cause it won't take long. I bet you didn't know how much I loved you. You must think I'm crazy. Please, don't think I'm blind. Let's leave the rest behind. Our dreams, ask what we will find. Through the night, into the day, we can chase our blues away. So grab a hold, don't lose control. I really know you got the soul. Hanging tough, ladies and gentlemen.
That was great.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Should I do it? I don't think I'm going to be able to fit it on a shirt.
Yeah, you will.
You think so?
I mean, you just have to be small. It would be like really small. But you could do it.
I thought I'd get my then you know what you did shirt. Mm-hmm. Because you know what you did.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
I was going to put like NKOTB. You know what you did. Hanging tough. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then put that on the back.
I think that's cool.
So like this is the thing. Like right now, I'll get these like shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts for real.
But like they'll bug me all day and I'll be like, fine, I'll do it. Fine. So yeah. You know what I'm saying. You know what you
still
did.
have that hoodie. It's $55.
I think I might get it for an early birthday present for myself. Do they have it in my size?
Yep, they have them all.
All right, I'm going to get it.
Medium through that.
Well, then, do you care if we just match and I wear it too?
Nope, I don't.
So grab a hold, don't lose control.
I really love this seagull necklace.
Can you send me the link and I'll send it to Kevin and I'll be like, can I get this for my birthday?
Sure.
So we can kind of be like Bill Belichick?
Yes. Kinda.
I think I talked to you about this, like plus size clothing.
Oh.
Okay. Like,
they're short.
the only size that ever fits me correctly is like an Old Navy tall.
Yeah.
Not plus size.
Yeah.
Because if I go to like plus size and I get like a 1X or a 2X, it's like a belly shirt on me.
They're too short. No, you're right.
I don't understand. I don't understand why like plus size doesn't mean short. A lot of women that are plus size, they'd like to have a little length in the stomach area. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to put that out there.
Well, right. I mean, I don't need my bum hanging out.
Kevin said, can I buy it tomorrow? I said, thank you so much. I hope they have it tomorrow.
They will. They've had it for weeks.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, I agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like that.
I have to look for tunics. Like, tunic length.
Yes.
But then sometimes those look too, like...
dressy. They look like too much like a dress.
Or, like, drapey.
On me, they fit me very weird. Because a lot of them are made for a dress. They're like a tunic dress. And it looks like I'm wearing a dress as a shirt. But, like, it's above my butt. Like, my torso, I feel, is pretty long.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because they, like, come out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
How are you doing with themes?
With themes?
Yeah, you got everything, right? You've got everything?
I don't have everything. No. But I don't know what I'm doing for...
Blockiversity?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to wear, like, New Kid stuff. That's pretty simple. And I'm mostly all set with 70s. Actually, I'm mostly all set.
That's great.
I just got like the key piece to my GPS night yesterday. I haven't opened the box yet to look at it, but I think it's going to be okay.
I think it's going to be perfect.
And I got 2 of them, one for backup. Because it was cheap. So, like, you don't know it might break.
So, for the shoe part, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I found nylon ones. Pull on.
Really?
That look like, yeah.
Wow.
It was on Wish. We'll see. we'll see how it turns out.
See how that pans out.
But, I mean... Even if they don't, I can just take them off and wear flip-flops, whatever. Exactly. Betsy's still working on the making them into shorts. So
I'm wearing flip-flops every single day, everything. I tried. I thought like I bought those wedges. And I'm like, you know what? Nobody is going to care what I have on my feet.
Nope.
I need to be comfortable, and I am most
Did you
comfortable
return
with
their
flip-flops.
wedges?
No, I kept them because like I can still wear them to work.
I think that you're going to feel better with just regular with flip-flops. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. No, I
have
like, even like when I dress up, I'm going to wear flip-flops with sparkles.
I want flip-flops with sparkles. I've been looking for them. Like, I can't find any.
I don't care. Really?
No.
Online?
Because I can't do Crocs. Like the rubber, it just hurt. It like, my feet are just like, nah.
It feels so good on my feet. Like that is what my feet wants. So that is what my feet will
I
get.
like the like these ones are okay, but they still make my skin kind of like these ones have a padded thing in them. They're not like the original.
I tried some of these on recently.
I love them.
These are different from what I tried on. The ones that I tried on were like the
plastic.
original.
Yeah, I have a pair of those upstairs too. But I saw these and I was like, oh hell yes.
Those are comfortable.
So
those are no joke right there.
They aren't. They stopped making my Nike my work shoes, as I called them.
Yeah, I know exactly what ones you're talking about.
They stopped making them. They made them different, and they're not the same at all. Like they're so much lower quality. And
I remember you saying that like a while ago.
I'm just sad. Nike, please bring them back. I love those sandals.
Oh, you wore those all the time.
So I'm going to check on eBay and see if they have them, because that's where I got them last time.
Oh, really?
Brand new.
Like, you check Poshmark?
I did. They never have them on there.
No. Shoes are hard on Poshmark.
They are. Especially like I just got those heels and I thought that they were going to be a little more sturdy than they were.
Yeah.
They were those are. I got to get these calf muscles up into fighting shape again. So let's
anyway.
start.
Okay, we got an intro.
Yeah, let's do it.
Julie intro.
All right, this is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is my so-called whatever. Welcome to the block party.
We ain't leaving out nobody.
Nobody.
Ever.
So we have some stories to read.
We do. They're pretty good. I'm excited.
We're recording this over 2 days.
We are. We're going to start with a couple stories and then
we're going to finish tomorrow with a couple more stories.
So I have not read the stories.
I haven't either.
I don't know what we're in
through
store.
A little bit.
I don't know what we're in for. But I can read the first one.
That sounds good. Let's get right into it, shall we?
We shall. Hold on one sec. Okay. So I can't remember what step. Actually, let me grab the paper plate here. I can tell you what step it was. It was. Here we go. So back on step 62, Block Party episode number 30.
So it was a while ago.
Yes. Shannon sent us her Joey Mac story. Remember? They talked about Joeville. Excuse me.
I looked at some pictures that are on here.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. This is what I'm talking about right here.
I mean,
this is it.
That's not bad.
This is it.
That's not bad, Joey Mac. I mean, I'm not going to lie. You may have moved up to number 2 during that time. Whoa.
So if you haven't listened to it, you should. You should go back to number 62, right? 62, is that what I said?
Yeah.
And listen to her story. We'll put a link in on the episode page.
Oh yeah, on the episode page.
And if you guys don't know, we always tweet or post on Facebook or whatever the episode page. Now on iTunes, if you're listening through iTunes, there is a way, I do believe still, that you can go and it says like view.
There is.
Go to the link or something and you can do it that way.
Yeah.
So if you ever have any questions about that, let us know. We'll take care of it. But until then, let's go ahead and read Shannon's follow-up story, shall we?
That sounds great. We shall.
All right. Hey girls. Sorry it's been a while. I just re-listened to you telling my story on your podcast and realized that I never followed up after it aired. Oops. It's okay, Shannon. We'll give you a pass. I'm trying to remember all of the things I wanted to respond to. Number 1, the NKOTB fan forum I talked about was indeed hosted by Ning. Oh yeah. I love Ning. It was a great format. I loved it so much. It was organized by discussion topic, but it was also organized so that each of the guys had a section of the forum dedicated to them, hence Joeville. Then I was definitely there. I definitely took part in Joeville because I was all over that Ning message board like nobody's business. I made lots of friends on that Ning message board.
I was not on it.
Can we bring it back?
I want a message board.
And I feel like people said, hey,
or like a chat room.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys want to tweet, if you want to live tweet while you're listening to this episode, use hashtag MSCW step 92. Because I love reading while people like their reactions and then that way you guys can talk back. And if you don't have Twitter, you can do it in our Facebook group.
Absolutely.
And if you don't,
absolutely, a lot of people do it there.
Yeah. So we always post a discussion on the website.
And maybe one day we'll have a chat room on the website.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine?
I would love that. That would be cool.
Make it happen.
Like, here's the thing. If you ever wanted a friend to talk to,
yeah,
you just go in there. And
anytime you need a friend.
And like connect with somebody.
Be here. I'll lower my voice as you're like talking about that, and I'll play in the background.
Okay.
I love that song.
It's very nice.
When Mariah Carey sings it, not me.
I think it's very nice when you sing it.
Oh, why, thank you. Okay, sorry, Shannon. Tangent. 2. The sizzle video I mentioned was a video that was posted on NKOTB.com when it first went live. Oh, they've got it right here. Let's watch it.
Let's watch. I'm going to open it up on mine. You open it on yours.
Oh my gosh. This makes me cry.
You see it makes you cry?
Makes me cry.
Oh.
Okay, this makes me cry. Because I'm going to have to cut all of that part out because copyright.
You are?
Yeah. I got to cut out the music. So.
That's cool.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that link. I love that sizzle video.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing it.
Yeah, we'll put it on the website.
Find it on the site.
Number 3, my humiliating story. I wrote a blog post about it back in September 2008, a month before my first time seeing them after the reunion. I actually laugh even harder reading it now because of everything that has happened since I wrote it. It shows that even then, I never would have imagined that Joe would eventually know me by name or that his face would light up with a giant smile every time we see each other. It just goes to show that you really never know what could happen. I know that for Nikki, having Joe serenade her at the concert changed her. I can relate so well. I know that with all of my heart that my life would be completely different if I had never met Joe McIntyre. It sounds so dramatic to say that, but it really is the absolute truth. I count myself among the fortunate because I have had the opportunity to tell him directly how much I adore him and why. Think I'll get that chance someday?
You have had that chance.
To tell. Yeah, and I never get to tell him because all I do is, I've been waiting for this my whole life. That's exactly how I say it. Because I'm like fighting back the tears. I'm just going to go.
You did good last time.
The next time I see him, I'm just going to go, baby, when I met you, there was peace unknown.
Will you please do that?
And he'll go, security.
What if he finished?
Brooke, don't.
What if he finished the lyric? Nikki, what if he finished the lyric?
I can't. I cannot. Like, no, I can't.
I bet he would.
And if I tried to do it, it would come out like, baby, when I met you,
and then he'd be like, what's that?
Oh, gosh. Okay. 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 I count myself among the extraordinarily fortunate because he has repeatedly expressed the mutual adoration. The old adage, is that how you say it?
The old adage?
Oh, sorry. The old adage is never meet your idols. Hey, we've talked about this.
Yes. And okay. Quick tangent.
Yeah, I want to hear it. I'm ready for it.
I have been, for whatever reason this week.
I like the way you tangent.
Oh, thanks. So, sorry. This week, I was just reading some articles and watching some YouTube videos. You know, you get down that, like, YouTube rabbit hole.
Yeah. Oh, too well.
Of people talking about meeting their idols and how bad of an experience they had.
Yeah.
And then you look at pictures and like there they are with the person and I'm not going to say who. Everybody can guess. With the person that they've waited so long, years to meet. They've paid a lot of money to meet.
Yeah.
They adore this person. They buy their albums. They idolize them. And then there's this freaking uncomfortable looking picture with two people standing next to each other, hands crossed in front of them, 3 feet in between them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I think
we did not have that experience.
Like,
not even close.
Like, we are so fortunate that the group, that New Kids, you know, that we choose to, I mean, it's expensive, but we choose to spend our money
worth
on
every single penny. Every single penny.
Truly 100%. I fully believe that when they say like their fans are everything, that they truly mean it.
100%. I feel like they do.
And that they like truly appreciate us.
Yeah.
And I can't say that for other artists that will say like, my fans are everything to me. Well, if that's the case, then why would you kick a fan out of your meet and greet for trying to put her arm around you?
Yeah.
Or like trying to like get a little closer, not like close, like inappropriate close.
No, just like, I just want to like, because
look like we're having like a normal picture.
Like I felt it was so beyond my wildest. I mean, I've been so lucky to have that happen twice, because not only did I have it happen with Joey McIntyre, I just had it happen with Shane McDermott. Like, I didn't get to meet him in person, but I'm sure it would have been
fine. Great.
Like,
Comfortable.
I am so freaking lucky. I know that. Like, I know that because I hear people, I talk to people that they fangirled or whatever about somebody else.
Right.
And they had that experience. Yeah. And I feel it's sad because I don't know. I guess I went in thinking that's how it was going to be. And when it wasn't, it was just so, it was like an emotional like rush. Mm-hmm. Even that first time when we felt like we were being herded in like cattle, it's still, Joey McIntyre put his arm right around me.
Well,
and
that's
I was
the
like,
thing. Right.
I was like, what is happening? Like,
right.
And he was talking to me. Probably because he didn't want me to pass out, but that's a whole other story. No,
but I mean, it's like, I just feel like we're so fortunate. Like, we're lucky.
We are lucky.
And I don't think it should be that way. I think that any artist should show their fans some appreciation if you spend $2,500 on a meet and greet.
Hell yeah.
But they don't always. And I don't know, like, I haven't heard their side of the story, but multiple.
Like, I get you're tired and stuff like that. Like, I get it. I mean, I can't even imagine going, but I look at these guys that have been doing this for over 30 years. Mm-hmm. They have been doing this for way over 30 years. Okay. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they took a break, but if you think about it, that really wasn't that long of a break.
It wasn't that long of a break. And
it
also
seemed like a lifetime because it was for us.
When you're young. Yeah.
It was a lifetime for us. It was like when they broke up, it was like, oh, that was it. I lost my chance. And then they came back together and it was, but they've been the same. Like, I never got to meet them back in the day. I never got to go to a concert back in the day or anything like that.
Right.
And even the concert you attended, it wasn't like you were.
No, we were like third row from the back.
But I feel like from the stories that we've received, they were still very into their fans. Like, even as young kids. As much as they could be with that kind of mass hysteria, because that was mass hysteria. That was like,
and also they were immature too,
right? And
they were kids themselves,
right? But they still, I mean, Donnie Wahlberg. The stories we've heard about him,
right?
I mean, he was 17 years old and being like an old soul, like a gentleman. Like, it's insane to me. It's insane to me because he could have just easily been like, no, sorry. Or not even said anything to these people.
Their mom has raised them right.
Oh my gosh. You better believe it. You gotta believe. What song's that? Hey, weaving it right in. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Isn't that?
I think it is. That's old.
Put them up. Put them up.
That's old.
You gotta believe. Isn't that what the song is? I hope it is.
I don't know. I can't think of any other part.
I'm feeling like feeling sing-songy today. I'm having a good day.
That's good.
I get excited for recording because I get excited to hear these stories, dude.
No, sorry, that was quite the tangent.
That's okay. I don't think anybody minds.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially when you do it.
Especially when I do it.
Yeah, because it's not often that you break into a tangent and I like it.
I feel like I tangent a lot.
No, I love it when you tangent.
Because, well, that's fine. I'm cool tangenting if nobody cares. I'll tangent all day long.
I'll tell you what, they do care, but they care in a good way. They want you to tangent. Okay. The old adage is never meet your idols, but in my case, that could not be more wrong. And as far as I can tell, it is the same for countless blockheads, as we tangented and as we discussed.
Yes.
Time and time again, Joe and the other 4 guys have demonstrated that not only are they every bit as kind and generous as I always believe that they are probably even more so. Everyone has flaws, and it would be foolish to think that they are any different in that sense. But in my experience, their hearts are almost always in the right place. Anyway, I'm totally rambling. Tangent! Hey, we just tangented twice on you. And that was not a tangent. This is relevant information. The following is copied directly from my blog with a few minor edits. So here it is. The story of how Joe McIntyre, had to get his posse to tell me to bug off in all of its humiliating glory. You obviously already know that I was a big fan of New Kids in my youth. I went to several concerts in my teens and continue to be a fan right up until the end. Okay, well, obviously not the end since they have now reunited, but whatever. I was a freshman in college when Face the Music came out. I probably couldn't have gone out to purchase the CD myself. I probably wouldn't have gone out to purchase a CD myself, but my mom sent it to me in a care package, and I did listen to it a couple of times. I still thought Joe was the hottest guy on the planet. I didn't really pay a lot of attention to what was going on with him at that point, and I didn't take much notice of the breakup. I met my husband not long after that and had plenty of other things to keep my mind occupied. Then, in 1999, I discovered that Joe was releasing Stay the Same. That was a great year.
That was a great year. That was a great Joe year.
That was a great Joe year. Again, I'm pretty sure that my mom sent me the video or something along those lines. I think we've already read this part of the story. I think this is in the other episode, maybe?
I don't think it is.
Oh, maybe I've read her blog.
Maybe that's it.
Again, I'm pretty sure that my mom sent me the video or something along those lines. However, it was that I found out, I was instantly sucked right back into lusting after him with everything I had in me, much to poor Kevin's dismay. Oh, hey, that's my cousin. That's my husband's name.
You both have a Kevin.
Hey. Do you have a type like I do? I found a BBS. Oh, BBS. I love BBSs. Dedicated to all the other maniacs like me out there through his website, and was soon spending hours and hours chatting all about things Joe with them. That's where I met my accomplice. In May of 2001, Meet Joe Mac was released. When I learned that Joe was coming to the area for an in-store appearance, my friend and I decided that we absolutely had to be there. And friend is in quotes. I don't know if that's foreshadowing.
I was going to say if that's foreshadowing.
She lived a few hours away in downstate Illinois. Oh, sorry. Illinois, not Illinois, but was more than willing to make the drive up here to have the opportunity to actually meet Joe Mac. We had never even met each other. Our only contact had been online, and maybe we had a phone conversation or two. We assured each other that neither one of us was a psycho, except in regards to Mr. McIntyre, of course, and made the plans for her to come stay the night at our apartment so that we could go to the CD signing together. Okay, so she was going to stay at the apartment with her and her husband?
Yes.
No offense, but that's kind of scary. We used to do stuff like that.
That is kind of scary.
Twice of it.
That's right.
That's how I listen too much true crime.
That's how people get murdered.
That's exactly how. That's how you end up on My Favorite Murder podcast.
Yep.
Okay. The day of the signing arrived, and we both were giddy with anticipation. We arrived at the mall. Oh, sorry. I missed. No. Okay. The day of the signing arrived, and we were both giddy with anticipation. We arrived at the mall where the record store was located several hours early and got in line to receive our official numbers. We spent the next few hours wandering aimlessly through the mall and chatting with fellow fans until the store told us that we were allowed to begin lining up. The line was huge. It snaked all the way through the store and out into the hallway. We were somehow in the middle. Everyone was given a yellow sticky note and told to write their first name on it and have their CD insert opened to the page we wanted him to sign in order to help speed the process along. Not that it really worked. The wait seemed to last forever, of course. All the waiting left me with way too much time to think about what I wanted to say to him when we finally came face to face. Such a terrible idea. I've never really been one to become starstruck. As far as I'm concerned, people are people no matter how famous they may be. Why should I feel all nervous and goofy just because a lot of people happen to know who this one particular person is? Really, I'm totally calm and collected and normal, unless of course that person happens to be Joey McIntyre. I really thought that I was going to be fine. I mean, he's just a man, right? Just because I spent years of my life fantasizing about how fabulous our lives were going to be once our paths crossed, and he fell hopelessly in love with me, that's no reason to think that I would behave in anything but the most dignified manner, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. The reality of this little tale is that I finally made it to the front of the line and saw this. Yep. I wouldn't have said anything. I would have just been like, like I'd try to like get words out. I like your shirt. That's what I would have said. It's a white V-neck.
It is a white t-shirt.
Oh, it's just a t-shirt. It's just a t-shirt.
It's not even a V-neck, but he has sunglasses with baby blue lenses hanging from the neck.
Okay.
How very 2001 of him.
That is very 2001 of him.
Yep.
That was very Justin Timberlake of him. Let me just put it that way.
Yep.
That's very Justin Timberlake, North Carolina of you. Look at that freaking arm. Seriously, I could just melt right here now just looking at that bicep.
I could too, honestly. I mean, I'm not a Joey girl.
But look at that. Look at the way the t-shirt hugs that bicep. It's like,
it's real nice.
Come on into my arms, girl.
Yeah, girl.
And she has another picture. It says, and then he looked at me kind of like this. All right. He may look a bit daft in this picture, but I'm sure he was just trying to be polite and pay attention to what this girl was saying to him. I don't think he looks daft at all. I think he's like, looks genuinely interested in what that girl was saying to him.
Yeah.
I don't know what daft means though.
I also like her purse.
Right? It's clear. My favorite color.
With fish.
I love it. And then, okay, wait. Okay. And smiled sort of like this, except better with those amazing blue eyes. He signed my CD liner and my friend took this picture. I'm sorry, Shannon. I'm sorry.
What? Why are you laughing? I know.
Where's her head?
It's right there.
And she missed it.
Totally. Totally missed it.
And she said, I'm totally cut off. I'm sorry, Shannon. Then, just as I was walking away, I realized that this was probably my one and only chance to actually speak to this man. I knew that I needed to say something fairly normal. I didn't want to scream or cry or gush on about how much I love him. He gets that garbage all the time. I told him that. Uh-oh. Oh, whatever. And come on. I am just way better than that. So this was it. My one chance for him to see how cool and brilliant I am, and it was slipping away. I was down to mere seconds before someone would come and push me along to keep the line moving, and I knew I had to come up with something amazing to say. So what did my brilliant mind come up with? Thanks for keeping it real, Joe. See? That's awesome.
Oh my God.
Seriously, that's what I said to him. Hey, I get it. Brilliant, right? Totally normal and not at all dorky.
Thanks for keeping it real, Joe. It sounds like something you'd say to your bro.
Thanks for keeping it real, Joe.
Yeah, bruh.
And she wrote, please stop snickering. Everything after that is sort of hazy. I'm sure that we must have waited around for a bit because I know that we were there to hear what he was... I'm sure that we must have waited around for a bit because I know that we were there to hear that he was going to be leaving. I remember walking out to the parking lot and seeing that his limo was right there, very close to where my car was parked. I remember seeing several other girls run to their cars to start following and thinking that it seemed like a good idea. I'd heard so many stories from other people on the BBS about how they met up with him and that he was cool. and that he was so cool and would just hang out and talk. So why not me? I was really trying to behave like I really wasn't trying to behave like a psycho. I just thought that we would follow the limo and see where he went. I wasn't going to harm anyone or drive dangerously or anything like that. I swear. Anyway, I ended up being the first or second car in line behind his as we were waiting at a traffic light to get out of the mall. It is possible that I cut a car or two off slightly in order to make the light and not lose him, but I swear it wasn't anything terrible. I wasn't even really speeding. Shortly after leaving the mall, the limo pulled into a parking lot and the brilliant girl that I am pulled in after it. I parked in a parking spot and my friend and I just sat there. Then the door to the limo opened and a stocky gentleman got out and walked over to my window and very calmly and politely, though very sternly, asked me to please give his client some space. I apologized profusely for my behavior and promised to leave him alone. Then I pulled my car back into drive and got the heck out of Dodge. My friend and I made the mutual decision to keep the story of this little adventure to ourselves. It's really not that bad.
No, it's not.
It's really like...
Nope.
I think there are plenty of people
that would have done the same thing.
That would have done the same thing.
Or that did do the same thing.
I mean, when we were young...
We would have done that.
We would have done that.
Yeah, absolutely. We would have done that.
I mean, I wouldn't have known that if he was... I'd be like, let's see where he goes. I don't think I would have like gotten out of the car.
No,
but you didn't either.
I wouldn't have been able to.
No, but I would have been like, he's going back to the hotel.
Exactly. Like, we know where he is.
Yay! And then we would have kept it to ourselves.
Right.
Because we wouldn't have wanted to be the ones that said where Joey McIntyre was.
And also, there was no social media then.
That is true. But there were these little...
BBSs, but there were no phones to...
No.
You'd have to go home and log on.
That is true.
And by then, he could be, poof, gone.
That is the truth.
Yep.
I really didn't think that I was ever going to figure out how to stop blushing with shame. I've never felt more like an idiot in my life. I hope that I haven't lost whatever respect I may have had before telling the sordid tale. You still like me, right? So that's my story. Of course. So that's my story. I hope you found it entertaining. I think I have finally reached the point where I can just laugh about it and not feel like I want to hide in a deep cave for the rest of my life. I definitely learned my lesson that day, and although I may have occasionally gotten caught up in the excitement of it all online, I'm fairly positive that I have managed to stay composed and maintain appropriate behavior in my face-to-face interactions from that day forward, and nobody has had to file for any restraining orders to date. Hope you have a great weekend. Shannon.
That was amazing.
That was a great story. And I feel like all of us would have done that.
Yeah. I'll read the next one.
Okay.
We'll skip that one. I'll read this next one and then I'm going to go.
Okay.
And then we'll finish tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So I got to find it again.
Annie's
it's
story?
Annie's story.
I'll be loving you.
So this is Annie's story.
Okay. So I'll read. She said, "Hi, ladies. I talked about my NKOTB story in my blog and wanted to share it with you. I love the community that you guys have built. Keep being awesome, Annie." And so she sent us her blog post that we're going to read right now. And the pictures from her blog will be on our website. And we'll put a link to her blog if you like to follow up and read more of her posts. They're pretty amazing.
Okay, so this is Annie's blog post. I'll be loving you forever, Pyrotechnic Sparkles. I am a firm believer that we all need to have a happy place, something in life that brings us peace, calms our soul, and renews our spirit.
Amen.
For me, this place of pure bliss happens at New Kids on the Block events, concerts, cruises, whatever else those guys decide to get up to. It sounds ridiculous if you aren't from what I call New Kid Land. To those that aren't lucky enough to live in this magical world full of boy bands, well, only one, singing, dancing, love, and confetti, so much confetti. Let me give you a glimpse into the madness. You won't need a helmet for this trip, but I do suggest comfortable shoes and some glitter eyeliner.
Hey, I'm all about that glitter eyeliner. You know about that.
Yeah, you are.
White, too, if it was 2001-ish or 2.
I remember the moment NKOTB entered my life. Christmas 1988, I was almost 7. My older sister got the Hangin' Tough album on cassette tape because we are old for Christmas from family friends. Shout out to the Gates family. We listened to the tape that night. I remember staring at the album cover and insert. There was an immediate spark lit within my tiny body. within my tiny 6-year-old body. Soon that spark would be a full-blown 4th of July fireworks show that happened inside me with the mere mention of the 5 bad brothers from the Beantown land. Yes, I typed that, and yes, it is completely ridiculous.
Tis not. Tis not, Annie.
I was just like every other girl in the late 80s and early 90s. If it had a new kid's face on it, I wanted it. My best friend Vicky and I became even closer as we bonded over the love of NKOTB. I was a Jordan girl from the start. She started as a Joe girl, but at some point switched to Donnie. Every blockhead must declare a favorite. It's new kid law. Truth.
Truth, but we do have some friends that don't have a favorite. I don't think that Dawn has a favorite. I don't think that Mandy has a favorite. And I don't think that there's one more. Amber. Amber doesn't have a favorite either.
It's equal opportunity.
It is. Joey.
Joey's your favorite.
You know what you did.
The Christmas of 1990 was another magical one when Santa Claus brought me the new Step by Step album and a little red boombox to play it.
Fun.
By this time I was 8, almost 9. And New Kids on the Block had completely stolen my heart. I had the poster pictured above. This is on our website. It's the one of them on like the stairs or not the stairs, like it looks like stairs. I guess it is stairs.
It's the one that I got at the fair.
Yeah. And I
have it right back there, but it's behind the
album.
I
think mine was probably from like Bop or something. Every night I kissed each boy goodnight, saving Jordan for last, and slept curled up right up next to it. I also refused to dress or undress in my room, opting to do so either in my closet or the bathroom so they couldn't see me.
I did that.
You did do that, but I'm just sharing that for the comedy factor. Thinking back on those years, New Kids on the Block...
she really didn't do that?
No, she did, but she's just sharing that for the comedy factor because it was funny and odd that's what she did.
But didn't you feel weird, like with people like looking at you, even though they're in posters?
I didn't. I changed it from my posters.
I was like,
because they're not real people; they're posters. That's why.
Truth.
True. Thinking back on those years, New Kids on the Block provided so many happy memories. There was dance routines to the right stuff with my cousins that we performed for our parents against their will, waiting on bated breath for every television appearance, sitting inches from the TV as if it would make them closer, watching the Hangin' Tough live video for the first time at my bestie's house with her parents in the room and blushing. That time Joe married the Little Mermaid. Wait, that was Vicky and I playing Barbies that never actually happened. During all that happy, there was also some dark. NKOTB became more than a silly boy band. They became my security blanket. Forgive me for not going into details. I'm still, and probably never will be, not comfortable sharing my demons. Let's just say my demons are big, that I've seen some things in my life, and people suck. During those years when New Kids were at the top of the world, a little girl in mid-Missouri kissed her poster and prayed every single night that those 5 boys would come and rescue her.
Oh.
While they never did physically show up, they did save me.
Oh, my
They
gosh.
saved me by giving me a place to escape to, something to get lost in. By 1992-93, it was no longer cool to like New Kids on the Block. They became a joke, and if you openly liked them at school, so did you. I didn't care.
Yeah,
They were my boys. In 1994, they released another album. This one was edgier. There were ashtrays full of cigarette butts in the pictures on the album insert.
Ew.
They said the word damn in one of the songs. Gasp.
And you know what? You put that New Kids on the Block locker mirror in your locker, and you put it there proudly. That's what I did.
You look in that mirror
middle school
with pride.
I looked at there and I said, yeah, I'm still hanging tough. I'm still hanging tough for New Kids on the Block. Better believe it.
I'm going to face the music.
I'm going to face it right now.
I was 12. I was mature now. They were so cool with their cigarettes and mild curse word. I watched the movie Free Willy repeatedly because it featured a song from their new album.
I got it on, what was it there? BMG or whatever it was.
Oh my God. Like Columbia House
yes.
or...
Yes. Hold me.
You just sounded like Michael Jackson.
Like the River Jordan.
Hold me.
And I'll sing. I don't remember the song.
The reinvention was short-lived, though. Soon, John quit the band under the biggest lie in music history that he fell off a horse and injured himself somehow.
How did I not? What? Did you know that?
I don't think I did.
I thought that because I watched that Oprah and then I automatically assumed that it was because of the anxiety.
Right.
But then I heard in something else, it was, I don't know. I don't have the facts. We'd have to ask John. Maybe he can elaborate on it and tell us like
I'll ask him on the cruise.
Okay. I think
all those times that we hang out on the cruise.
Maybe you'll see him in the casino.
Hey, maybe.
And then you can be like, and you can tell me all about it.
Cool.
Make sure you let me know if you see him in the casino. I can't go in the casino because you know what's going to happen. I will play, and no, I can't. Especially I'm telling these people too. If I've had a couple, don't let me go in the casino.
I won't. Not allowed.
I wonder if I can just give you my sail away card or my sail and sign.
No, I don't think you can. You need it for everything. I know. You'll be fine.
Okay.
The others went on for a short while without him, but then they just faded into oblivion. This is before the internet, again, because we are all old. So there was not social media telling us what they were up to several times a day. They were just gone. I kept my security new kids, though. They never left my walls. They couldn't. I needed them. During these years, what is probably one of my biggest demons entered my life. I needed those boys to hold me up. Even though they did not know they were doing it, they did. Now I'm going to skip ahead because this is already really long and there's a lot to go. To summarize the 15 years I'm jumping over, Jordan and Joe got themselves solo careers. Donnie is in movies.
Give it to you.
Danny is behind that catchy LFO song.
A what?
Yeah, I don't know.
How did I not know this?
What did he do? Did he write it?
I do not feel, but we've said this before. I'm going to put this out here. We are not New Kids on the Block experts.
No,
there's a lot that we missed.
Yeah, we don't know everything. We don't pretend to know everything, and
I am learning so much from this blog post.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
John has anxiety on Oprah and has an emu farm. Emu,
I think, isn't it?
I don't know.
I'm not an expert on that either.
I don't know either. I almost said horticulture, but that's plants. Agriculture. I grow up, get married, have a baby, get divorced, get married again, more babies, all while acquiring demon after demon. My life is basically always one tragedy to the next, but I still always held on to my new kids security squad. Now it is spring 2008. I am 26. I'm 8 months pregnant with my third and last baby, and I am just not in a good place. That place was Little Rock, Arkansas. See what I did there? There is something brewing. Rumors begin to circulate. Excitement starts to build. Then there is a big box on today's show. Out of that box walks those 5 magical boys from Boston.
Gosh.
My world is turned upside down in the best way. A few weeks later, when they performed on the show, I watched laying in my bed holding my newborn baby girl. Aww. November 2008, Vicky and I drive from Kansas to Denver for our first ever New Kids on the Block concert. Not only did we have concert tickets, but we had VIP passes, which means we got to meet NKOTB.
I looked everywhere for those. I couldn't find out how to do it. I couldn't discover. You know, if there were VIP passes to be
had, right. It was probably the best night of my life. Everything changed. I had something that brought me to life again. Not the mom me, not the person in a troubled marriage me, not the victim, I hate that word, me, not the person with depression and anxiety me, not the trying to be what everyone else wants but failing miserably me, just me. I started to find myself back after years of losing myself in everything else. NKOTB have inspired me to do things that I never imagined I'd accomplish. They did not personally hold my hand along the way, but if not for them, I wouldn't have a master's degree. Going to their shows made me finally realize what I wanted to be when I grow up and gave me the courage to go after it. They inspired me to lose the baby weight, not just from the last baby, but the one before that too. No, Danny wasn't my personal trainer, but one wants to look their best when in the presence of Jordan. They made me realize that it's okay to dream big. They made it okay to be ridiculous again. They made it okay to sing and dance again. They gave me the courage to not just lay down and die, all of this while still being my safe place. The absolute best thing that they have done for me is introducing me to some of the best people on the planet. People I would have never met if not for New Kids. Over the last 10 years, I have collected new friends at concerts, the cruise, VIP holding rooms, and on social media. These people have become some of my closest friends, the kind of people who actually call, text, send you a message, or even snail mail just to send you some love. I even have this blog because of a person I met because of New Kids. I am alive because of these people. I thank God that I have met these beautiful women and the occasional man every day. I went through most of my life not really fitting in anywhere. I fit in here. I'm accepted, loved, and I love back here. I am now going to post way more pictures than necessary. Scroll through them for more words.
These are great
And
pictures.
she does have some really awesome pictures.
Hey, there's Brandon. Hey, Brandon. That
hey.
girl looks familiar under Brandon.
Yes, she does.
Who is that? Is that Brandy? Is that Mandy's friend?
I don't know.
She looks familiar. I might be completely wrong. Probably completely wrong. A lot of these people look familiar. What's up, ladies?
What's up, yo?
Hey, it's Cedric.
Hey. Now, of course, there are those jerks that think I'm terrible for following a boy band around.
Who?
This used to
Let's
bother me.
beat him up.
I really just don't care anymore.
Good for you.
If you don't like it, write me a letter, put it in an envelope, and shove it up your ass. Hey. Here is an actual quote from my husband's aunt on me going to see New Kids on the Block. I can't believe you let her do that.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. This is what you and I have talked about this.
So, oh, hell no.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Let me?
Oh, let me?
Oh,
Oh, let me?
allow me to do that? You're surprised that he allows me to do that?
Well, first of all,
I'm surprised that I allow him to share my breathing space.
I'm surprised that he isn't going to allow me to punch you in the face.
Right. Like, for real.
On Rich.
Birch. Yeah. So that's crazy.
Shitty pants. Jeez,
If you only knew my life, lady, then you can talk. I don't judge what makes anyone else happy, so I don't think it's anybody's business what I do to leave the world behind.
This is your self-care. I'm going to hey, Keith and I just had this discussion.
Yeah.
This is my self-care. Remember how I was telling you what fills your cup? Mm-hmm. You got to find what fills your cup. And
Yes.
this is what fills my cup. It fills your cup a little, but not...
A little, but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
I don't really know what fills my cup. Well, I do, but I have to find something else that fills my cup.
This 100% fills my cup. Like, I feel good.
Like whole.
Like this, like what you and I are doing right now, like fills my cup.
Right.
But it doesn't fill your cup.
No, it's different. I feel like traveling fills my cup. But like that's expensive.
See, traveling for me, that's good that you're a travel agent then because you're doing what you love to do.
Right. And that's why I love what I do. But the problem is traveling is expensive. So
Yeah.
that's what's hard. So my cup doesn't get filled too often.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it's
same
also,
with New Kids. Well, I mean, my cup gets filled though with this podcast. So
well, right. That's the thing. But I don't know. I got to figure that out.
you do have to figure that out. It's important that you figure that out.
I just don't know.
Maybe you need to try some new things.
I have no interests. This is a problem.
Well, I hope that the podcast is somewhat of an interest for you.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. Like it's different.
Yeah.
Like New Kids fills your cup.
It doesn't fill.
I enjoy doing the podcast.
But it
Don't
doesn't
get me
fill
wrong.
your cup like it fills my cup.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's different. And
But
that's
I enjoy
understandable.
it. But I enjoy it very much.
You can enjoy something and it not be your self-care.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, I enjoy a pedicure, but it's not myself. I enjoy a massage, but that's not my self-care.
No, me too. Exactly.
I
Yeah.
enjoy the massage because it makes my body feel better, but it's not something that I feel like I need. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't make me feel replenished afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it makes my body feel better. So.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely.
When I go to a New Kids concert, I feel like I've aged backwards.
That's how I feel when I go on vacation.
See?
Like, that's how I feel when like, the whole process of it, planning it, and, like, going on it, being there and doing it, and then coming back, I feel, like, fulfilled.
That's good.
But it's very expensive.
Yeah, but
way to
maybe
do
you
it.
could start finding like cheaper ways to do it, and then
Well, that's why I do what I do.
yeah,
That's the only way I could afford to do, because just discounts.
because that was like something I was really, I mean, I felt like maybe I was doing too much New Kid stuff, but Kevin would never tell me that because it's just not he. And so when I was talking to Keith, who is my therapist, about it, he was like, "Oh no. Remember how I told you need to like figure out this is your self-care. Like this is your self-care. Like everybody talks about self-care, like they need like this is yours. You need to." He told me like right now, the reason why we're doing this, and like I'm earlier today I was like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it today, Brooke. Like I didn't tell you that, but I was like, I don't know if I can do it. Like I'm not in a good headspace. I don't know. But like the more I get towards, I was like, I've got to do it because once I do it, I'm going to feel so much better.
Yeah.
And it's the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, so sorry. Continue.
Okay. Another lesson from NKOTB. In the wise words of Johnny Wahlberg, I deserve this shit. Mm-hmm. I have fought so hard to survive life. I have fought to be where I am in life. Still fighting. I want to go so much farther. It only seems fitting that I have to fight to be in my happy place and to hold on to my security blanket. I could go on forever about New Kids on the Block, what they are to me, what they've done for me, and the personal experiences I've had with them. I am not obsessed. Excuse me. However, I am dedicated. These 5 men, though they don't know me, they've met me many times, but they more than likely don't remember. They have saved me. If I did not grab onto them when I was 6 years old, who knows what I would have found to help me make it through hell. They are my safe place, my security blanket, and my happy place. I wish that everyone had something like this to save them, to lose themselves in. Find what makes you happy and chase it. You will never regret it. And she has some more awesome pictures.
I love that picture of her and Danny.
I do too. That's a fun picture.
It is fun. And can I just tell you, I love her hair. It's so fun.
I do love her hair. And she
looks fun.
like, she looks like she's full of personality and like spunk.
She does. So that was a really great story.
Annie, thank you so much for sharing. That was amazing.
I really related to it. Like a lot. A lot.
I related to certain areas. Certain areas I didn't, but like, you know what? Keep on keeping on, girl. You
that
strong.
That is right. You're
strong. And like, here's the thing. New Kids on the Block has been your security blanket, and that's awesome and amazing, and I'm so glad you have that. But at the end of the day, you did it.
That's right.
Like that's you.
And that's what Donnie would tell you, I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely.
Not like I talked to him yesterday.
Like New Kids helped you.
Yeah.
In whatever way you needed them to help at whatever different time. Mm-hmm. But like that's all you. You did that. So you go, girl.
They are our flicker of light in the darkness. It's truth.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you do the jealous thing?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I love that.
I love Jordan Knight when he does that. Ooh, ooh. I can't do that part.
Okay, I have to share something with you.
Okay.
This is whatever.
Is this off the record or on the record?
It's whatever.
Okay.
I have a picture that was sent to me on Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
And I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
And I don't ever remember seeing it. It also doesn't really make sense, but I'm not mad at that.
Whoa.
I'm not mad at Jordan Knight.
Whoa.
Jen Matuska sent me that.
Excuse me, can you come repair my tire?
I know.
Could you please come change my tire?
It's weird. He has like a can of gasoline and he has like a tire and he's all like, he has like oil on him.
He's oiled up.
So I was like, you can come change my oil anytime.
I am not mad at that at all.
No. I don't think I've ever seen that picture.
How about me? How about you pose me right in front of him like this? Or like this.
Perfect.
Line.
But like, he looks better there than like anything.
He looks pretty good now.
Oh, he looks amazing now.
Did you see him playing basketball in that Instagram? That Instagram story. I was like, hey,
I think I
Jordan.
did.
Hey, Jordan. Hey, Jordan. Do you want to join my tournament? I'll have one this weekend.
I'm going to have a tournament this weekend,
Hey, Jordan.
Saturday.
Yeah, hey. Maybe
You can't do Saturday, Sunday.
Hey, can't do Sunday? Next week.
Yep.
Actually, you tell me your schedule. I'm available.
Just come over whenever.
Yeah, exactly.
Just knock on my window.
Yep, right here. I'll leave a paper plate if I have to go to Dairy Queen. Okay, so that's another thing I would do, and that's why you thought.
You used to leave your parents' notes on paper plates.
And I would leave the
All
neighborhood
the time.
kids or boys that were coming to visit us paper plate memos, and I'd put it in between the window and the screen. Remember? In between the window, in between the blinds
Yes.
and the thing, and like, here's my note. So if we weren't there, they wouldn't they could just see the paper plate. I
And
didn't
know,
even
like, we
usually
were
have to
there.
write anything. They knew that I wasn't there. So
I just always remember you writing notes to your parents on paper plates because, like, you'd grab it from the stack in the kitchen
yeah.
and you'd write a note on it
I
and you'd
think
put it on the table.
You'd be like, don't you have paper?
Yes, I always thought that was weird. Like, can I say something
Yeah.
off topic?
Yeah.
Did you know
Hold on. What's going on?
Max is no longer on Catfish? His last episode was this week.
Like, just all of a sudden?
Well, it was coming.
Yeah.
Because he has had to take some time off for making movies and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what he's going to focus on.
Oh,
But it makes me so sad because Max is my silver fox.
that's sad.
I mean, I like Neve. Neve is
I do too,
Neve
but
is
I
very
feel like
handsome.
they're like a package deal.
Yes,
you know?
and honestly, like, can we be honest? Can I be honest? Can I be honest with you guys?
Why not? I mean, that's what we're all about here.
Mute the show, and I'm happy just watching Neve and Max. I mean, obviously, I like the show.
I did not know you were going to say that.
I like the show because it's funny and it's a train wreck most of the time.
Right.
It's gotten a little predictable over the years, over the seasons, as of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're both very attractive, in my opinion. Like, very attractive. And I know that I'm kind of in the minority here, especially with Max. I
think he's a very attractive man.
He is a silver
but
fox.
you know.
And I like Neve, even though he wears like a carpet on his chest.
Hey, that's okay.
And his smile is like amazing.
Hey, you know what?
I liked Max. He was kind of a DB,
He
but
yes,
like in a good way.
but in a good way.
Like, he doesn't put up with shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, no.
I totally get it.
Yeah. I kind of like that. But not like, but he's a good kind of DB. Like, he's not going to be mean to people just to be mean to people. But if someone's being an a-hole, he will put them in their place and he'll be like, don't be an a-hole.
I like that. I like that about him.
I do too. He's very like straightforward about that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's a little bit like, I don't know. He's a little bit something. What's that? What
Does that change colors?
I don't know.
I feel like that was like red just a few minutes ago, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
You probably got to go though.
I do have to go.
8 o'clock.
I absolutely have to
So
go.
we're gonna pause until tomorrow.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Sweet.
I think so.
So did you want to read Alyssa's story?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just gonna talk for just a second because we're in part 2. From
Wait,
you.
we're doing part 2?
No, I mean this is the second part because we stopped last night.
Right.
So I was just gonna like say that.
Oh, okay.
I do have like a bunch of housekeeping, and I have our list of
Do you have them written down in there?
Yep.
Now, what's this journal?
This is just for my so-called whatever. So I've transferred everything.
Okay. You always have different journals.
Well, this is I
like it.
I needed one that was
Whoa.
just for us because we have so much going on. It was overwhelming to me. So this is just
I like this.
so we've got
I
our
like the paper.
Patreon peeps
Yep.
that I'll keep track of like what we've sent and stuff. And then this is like our running list. So as we get new members, we'll just put it on so we'll have the list and we can read them.
That's a lot of people.
Isn't it? When it's like you look at it, it's like, whoa.
No, that's a lot of people, Nikki.
I know. Isn't it awesome?
That's crazy.
Isn't it amazing?
It is. Like,
And we got a special donation through PayPal. Did you know that?
No.
Cat, Confetti Cat,
Yeah.
our international fan,
Yeah.
wanted to send us a donation.
That was nice.
And so she sent it to us through PayPal.
That's nice.
It was very nice.
Thanks, Confetti Cat.
Thanks, Confetti Cat. So, yeah, we'll talk about Patreon peeps later, but we'll get into what you're here for.
Some stories.
You're here for what?
Some block party.
'Cause what?
We ain't leaving out
Nobody.
nobody.
Especially not Alyssa. Because let me tell you, Alyssa, you give me life. You
Yeah, you're
raise
excited for this
me
story.
up.
Like, we were talking about it yesterday.
I haven't read it because I want to truly experience it for the first time. But I have seen words here and there that ring familiar to me. So I'm really excited about Alyssa's episode. Her episode. She's got a whole episode. Maybe she will.
Maybe she will. Maybe she'll come on sometime.
Yeah, we can go down and visit her. She's not too far away.
Where is she?
She's in Massachusetts.
Oh, that's what I thought.
That's not too far. All right, Alyssa.
Here we go.
Here we go. Alyssa's New Kids OG Stories, Chapter 2, Holidays and Hoops. Guess what I used to do during the holidays?
Play hoops.
Guess where I'd play it? In Augusta, at the Hoop City
that's
Classic.
right. Yeah.
And this is, I believe, what Alyssa's going to be talking about. And here's the thing. I understand that we read Alyssa's story but that was like from a long time ago that she submitted it.
right.
So we're reading her second one.
We had to like get caught up a little bit.
Yeah, we did. We did. So here it goes. Dear Brooke and Nikki, a short time ago, I submitted my first story, New Kids, OG Stories, Chapter 1, The Beginning. I've continued to write and have finished another chapter on my saga, my memoirs. LOL. LOL. I have no idea whether or not you will share any of my stories, but your request for stories and content has motivated me to write this summer. And you know what? I'm damn excited.
Me too.
I can hardly contain myself. The best part about it is that it's been so fun. As a literacy teacher, I have been trying to use techniques and strategies that I insist my students use as they are writing. With a few finished pieces of my own, I will have a few authentic pieces to use as exemplars for them. During the school year, I find it very hectic to find a time to really write myself. I consider this writing as premeditated lesson plan. I consider this writing as premeditated lesson planning. I'm already ahead of the upcoming school year. You are.
Yay.
And I'm so excited that you did this. Is so exciting.
This is exciting.
This is making me happy because I know what's coming. I know what's coming. Basketball and New Kids on the Block. What a combination.
It's like a match made in heaven.
It's the perfect combination. Seiko.
Oh.
Or wait, it's the right combination.
I don't remember.
I can't remember what the song is. It's like bow, bow, bow. Dow, dow. You know what's on? That's the song, right?
I think so. I haven't listened
How
to it
do
in a
I
while.
know that?
I haven't listened to it since a while. It's been months anyway.
It's been a long time.
But
It's
before
been a
that,
long time.
it had been years.
Yeah.
Years.
Okay. New Kids, OG Stories, Chapter 2, The Holidays and Hoops. In September of 1989, I didn't know whether to be more excited about starting my freshman year of high school or the release of... Funky. Oh, wait. She wrote Merry Merry Christmas, but I think she meant Funky Funky Christmas.
The song was Funky Funky Christmas. The album was Merry Merry Christmas.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
I have been living a lie. I feel like New Kids on the Block, if they listen to this, they'd be like, you don't even know me.
No. I bet a lot of people get that confused.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're here for the facts.
Well, I don't always have the facts straight, but
Yeah, don't come here for the facts, but Brooke, for the most part, knows her stuff.
don't come here for the facts.
Okay. So Alyssa had it right the whole time. Sorry, Alyssa, that I corrected you unnecessarily. I didn't know whether to be more excited about starting my freshman year of high school or the release of Merry Merry Christmas. Don't get me wrong. I loved hearing New Kids on the Block and Hangin' Tough play nonstop in my yellow Sony Sports Walkman. I hear you. I had that thing, and I used it every day on my paper route.
On the daily.
But craved more music from the boys I love with all my heart. During the Sears Wishbook years, Christmas was my favorite holiday. I couldn't believe there was going to be a Christmas album. You were going to say something.
I was going to say, yes, as was ours.
Do you need this?
I do.
I'm going to put it on you.
I would love that, actually.
I'm putting the fan on Brooke.
That's great.
Another thing, the other story that we just got that you read the other night, bated breath. I've heard that like in a few stories, and I've never heard that.
You haven't?
No.
I've heard it. I mean, not like a lot. Like I don't use it.
Yeah.
Did you like? You know what it meant, though.
Yeah, like you were like waiting with anticipation.
Yeah.
Like lots of anticipation.
Yeah.
I'd call that wicked anticipated.
Wicked.
Yes. I use wicked. I do use it.
Yeah.
When I first started working at my company, they noticed I was saying it. I think they were like, wait, it's not like they were like waiting for me to say it, but when I said it, they were like, oh my gosh, you just said wicked. Ha 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 ha. You know? But, yeah, I didn't, what am I trying to say here? Like I use it to like express like,
I do too. That's wicked cool. That's wicked awesome.
like it is wicked awesome.
Like that's a normal expression. We don't say it to be ironic.
Also, you look sharp. That's an expression.
Wicked sharp.
Wicked sharp.
That
You're gonna
is
say
wicked
sharp.
sharp. Wicked sharp. I don't usually say sharp.
But I'd say you look mighty sharp. I say that sometimes. Mighty sharp.
That is a sharp looking sweater.
Aren't you cunning?
I have said that lately.
Amy said
He's
today,
just
I was just
cunning.
saying, and I hope this is okay, Amy, that I say this, but she was talking to me about showing her cakes. I didn't know what cakes were. And I was like, I think she means buns, like her butt.
Like butt cheeks.
Yeah. Ow, damn it.
Ow.
Ow, that hurt.
It sounded like it hurt.
I said, damn it, sorry.
It's okay.
So back to the Sears Wish Book. Sears Wish Book. I couldn't believe there was going to be a Christmas album. I don't remember the details of actually getting the cassette, but I do remember swooning over the cover. How friggin' cute were they on that red toboggan plunging through the snow?
Very.
I think this was the first time my parents actually purchased a tape for me. And it was this tape. And it was before Christmas. Because it came out before Christmas.
Yeah.
And
Like in preparation
if you
for
saw me
Christmas.
living my best life in that tape, I had just received that tape. And I was dancing.
You were happy.
I was.
Understatement of the year.
That was an understatement. I'm really sad I taped over it, but it's cool. We got part of it. I never noticed their peculiar outfit choices for winter weather until it was pointed out by Donnie in a recent cruise video I watched. Shorts in the snow? I probably didn't even notice it was a fake snow scene. Ha! After having such an amazing experience watching the boys at the OOB ballpark, which we heard a month earlier, this album release was exactly the fuel I needed to keep my fandom fire going strong. I was so excited to have new music to listen to, but I really had no one to talk to about it. The besties that went with me to the concert shifted music interests. I wonder what they shifted to.
I know, I was wondering that too.
Maybe like Nirvana. Well, this is 89.
This was before.
Maybe a little CC Peniston.
Maybe. Can I tell you something? I can't say CC Peniston without thinking CC Peniston.
Why?
Because it's like spelled like that, I think.
Oh, it
I
is?
think it is.
Oh. Is that on purpose?
I don't know. Maybe they got it to like the B-52s.
Little Love Shack?
A little bit.
Maybe
Or-
maybe a little heart?
A little warrant.
Oh, I betcha.
A little hairband.
They saw that
Action.
cherry pie action. They were like, I'll get on that.
They saw John Bon Jovi.
Woo! You give
lives
love a
were
bad
changed.
name.
Lives were changed.
That is it.
That's got to be it.
Saw those
I mean,
jeans and it was over. Maybe they got into Bruce Springsteen, the boss.
Maybe. A little late on the train with that one.
I
but
know. He's a nice looking dude.
Absolutely, especially in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe they Maybe they got into a little Soldier of Love action because you know how 1989 was.
Maybe.
We've talked about 89.
Yeah.
And how it was like a crazy year of music.
It was an amazing year of music.
I am willing to fight because I'm a soldier in love. Shana na 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 na. I
I'd like
freaking
to
love
see
that
him
song.
in Vegas.
Who, Donny Osmond?
Yeah.
Oh,
Donnie and Marie in Vegas.
I like them.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Marie seems like a good egg.
Yeah. She likes Nutrisystem.
Did it work?
It did work for her.
Maybe I should do Nutrisystem.
I did it once. I lost 14 pounds eating cardboard.
Oh.
The food was not good.
Here's the thing. I just need a personal chef.
Yeah.
I will eat anything.
Me too, if somebody else makes it.
But if I work and and I spend 3 hours in the kitchen, because that's usually the extent because I'm a perfectionist, and then I eat it and it tastes like absolute garbage, I get a little frustrated and I go to McDonald's and I get a fish fillet.
Those are good.
And
And they're on special right now.
Yeah, 2 for $5. That's
Jeez.
bad news bears.
That is bad. That is bad.
You know
news.
what's bad news bears is if the friggin' Arch Deluxe comes back. Bad news. Or McRib. If I see that sign, McRib is back, you better believe I'm pulling into McDonald's.
There's going to be a Nikki shaped hole in
Holy
the side
cow.
of McDonald's.
I love that. McRib is back. Remember when Kelly and Jack were so excited about it? I was like, I feel it. I feel it. McRib is back.
Kelly and Jack.
Osborne.
I don't remember that.
Oh, I love the Osbournes. I love that show.
I loved that show too, but I don't remember them being excited about the McRib.
Huh.
But
Maybe because I was so excited.
But if they came back out with the Arch Deluxe, I would be so happy.
Come on, McDonald's, if you're listening.
I would be so
McDonald's,
happy. Like that.
if you're listening.
That was amazing.
What's his name? Ray? Ray what? You're dead. I'm sorry.
Ray Kroc.
Ray Kroc.
I think that was his name. I don't know. Is
I
he
watched
dead?
that McDonald's show, and I'm sorry if you're related to him, and I apologize in advance because things could be one-sided. I don't know.
Right.
But that movie did not portray him in a good light.
I didn't see it.
But also, okay, I'm sorry, Alyssa. Time out right now. Did you see Donnie Wahlberg's post about the fire and how he didn't do it? I tried last night to retweet that back to Hillbilly Horror Stories, and I couldn't damn it get it to retweet.
Really?
My phone kept saying error.
Oh.
And I was trying to retweet it to them because remember how he gave us a hard time about that?
No.
He gave us a hard time about Donnie and the fire.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, here's the proof right here.
Right.
Proof in the pudding.
Proof is in the pudding.
Well, I don't know how that goes. I like pudding, so I don't know what that has to do with proof.
I love pudding, but the proof is in the pudding. So, you eat the pudding and the proof is somewhere in there. You eat around.
And then what happens?
And then we know.
I haven't had pudding in a long time.
I made some a couple weeks ago and it was amazing.
I want some good chocolate.
It was the Hershey. It was not Jell-O brand. It was Hershey's brand chocolate instant pudding. So Sadie and I made it, and then we put it in the fridge for 10 minutes. How are you supposed to do? This is the instant kind, not the kind you cook, because that's not good. It has a film on the top. I like the instant. And then her and I went and sat in the living room with a bowl.
I'm with you with the
and
film.
Spoons.
Mm-mm.
It's delicious. Also, Wendy's,
yes,
chicken Caesar pita. Just saying, they can bring that back.
Oh, wait, we've discussed this. I'm telling you guys.
Also,
I did the chicken Caesar pita diet, and it worked.
Also,
just like Jared, it was before Jared. But then Wendy's took it away. I lost 30 pounds.
Also,
what?
McDonald's, you can also come back with your salad shakers. I liked those.
You know what? I wasn't a big fan. Actually, I was
them.
because I liked the little cut up ham in little cubes.
Yep. I like the
McDonald's,
chicken Caesar one.
Can you please bring back the chicken fajita?
Oh my God.
Please. You
Seriously?
brought back the breakfast burrito.
I don't even think the breakfast burrito ever really went away.
Oh, okay. It's just, it's
you
unfair.
have all the stuff. You
it's
have
unfair.
chicken.
It's unfair. It's unfair. Wendy's, are you listening? Chicken Caesar pitas, please. I've been asking you this for 30 years, almost. 20.
Well, 20.
Sorry, 20. I'm getting ahead of myself.
But for real, we could have a whole episode on this.
I think we should.
I mean, really, we really could.
Okay, guys, listen. Send us your foods that you miss. Let's talk about it.
Right.
Let's talk about it. And
It'll be an 80s,
and
90s episode.
we will see if there's some kind of recreation. Maybe we'll even do
Maybe
a
we'll
YouTube
try to make
video.
them. I found a YouTube video
I
to
have.
make the
Do you know I have a
arch
book
deluxe.
upstairs? Do you know I have a book upstairs that tells you how to make the Arch Deluxe, and it also tells you how to make the
I think
chicken Caesar pita?
I think I've seen that.
We will do it.
And I found a video that looked really legit for the Arch Deluxe.
Okay.
Never tried it.
So we'll do it.
That would be so good.
We'll do it. We'll get a camera on my stove and we'll do it
So
after the cruise. Like when
yes.
it's like really snowy and we don't want to leave the house.
I'll just leave my house and come here.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Let's do it.
Sorry, Alyssa. I was so excited to have new music to listen to, but I really had we got on a tangent because we talked about what music they were listening to.
Yeah. Well,
The besties that went with me to the concert shifted music interests. I desperately needed someone or a group to discuss these new melodies and, of course, all things New Kids related. Little did she know that there was a girl up in Bangor, Maine that would have loved to share this with her. 2 girls. In the long, narrow halls of Coney High School in Augusta.
where's Hodge?
Oh, gosh. And if you guys don't already know,
Now you know. Nah, actually you don't know.
the Why Are We Not Dead
Yeah.
episode,
Yeah.
we talked about my online boyfriend. He went to school with Alyssa. Full circle.
Full circle.
New Kids fans were sorry. In the long, narrow halls of Coney High School in Augusta, Maine, New Kids fans were few and far between. But luckily for me, there was Amy Jane, AJB. Wait, so are these all 3 or is just one person? Amy was an old friend, distant cousin from my neighborhood who was a few years older than me. We were very close in junior high, but lost touch after teachers separated 6th and 8th graders from hanging out, insisting their age and experiences were too sophisticated for us. Oh, this was an awful experience, but a whole other story. Can you please send it to us? Please send us this.
That's sad.
That is sad, and we want to hear it. Knowing Amy, a junior at this time, had gone to the concert in August and had lunch at the same time as me, we quickly reconnected and, quite frankly, picked up where we left off a few years earlier. That's awesome.
Yeah.
She was and still is the best. She was not only my first best friend, but also my first real New Kids friend. In this crazy New Kids world of ours, this hashtag BH Familia. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Familia thing is for reals. Our BH family of 2 was stronger than ever. Amy was a Danny girl. Whoa, that's awesome. And I was a Jordan girl. All we needed was to fill 3 spots and we'd have a full-on fan troop. Is it troop?
Yeah.
Or troupe?
Troop.
Okay, sorry. Lucky for us, Amy had made a few connections with some sassy sophomores. And guess what? A was a Donnie girl. And we're using initials here. So A was a Donnie girl. M was a Joe girl. S was a John girl. Even though most of us were complete strangers at different grade levels, had totally different backgrounds and interests, we quickly and easily became connected as a family because of New Kids. This is friggin' awesome. This is friggin'
That really
amazing.
is awesome. That's like, what are the chances?
What are the chances? In a world of high school where things can get pretty complex, our small little group was able to flush out the negativity. I finally found my people, my posse. We all began hanging out, regularly sharing news, magazines, pinups, and merchandise. All we needed was an announcement for the next concert. We stayed positive and kept our noses clean, 'cause, drugs suck. Hey, right? LOL. I had to use this line because it cracked me up so bad when Nikki said her dad used to say this. As fall days were passing and we were driving our parents crazy, already listening to Christmas music on repeat, the New Kids gods answered our prayers. It was announced that the boys would be playing at Cumberland County Civic Center in Portland on December 28th, 1989. OMG.
Whoa.
New Kids at Christmas time, Santa had come early, and the girls and I were over the moon. Tickets for this concert jet to the top of my Christmas list. And in the wake of all the excitement and joy, my dreams were potentially crushed. And in the wake of all the excitement and joy, my dreams were potentially crushed after getting a stern reminder from my mother that the concert was scheduled during basketball season. I know this all too well.
Womp womp.
I know this all too well. Brooke went on vacations. I remember there was a certain vacation you went on. It was like February, maybe. And I couldn't go because it was still basketball season.
I don't remember, but yeah, you're probably right.
I get it.
That's
what the flying? Boop, 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 boop. Right?
Right.
Why? Basketball was literally my life from the time I picked up a ball in 5th grade. For those of you who don't know, Maine girls basketball blew up in the 80s and 90s, and playing for Coney High School in Augusta, Maine was big time, considering they had won two out of the past 3 state championships right before I arrived in high school. And I'm going to back her up. Coney?
Yeah.
They took no prisoners. They just swept us. Except we did beat them once.
They were awesome, though.
We
I remember
beat them
that.
one time in the Capital City Hoop Classic, 1996. When
I remember that.
I don't think you were there.
I was not.
That is when I got my picture taken with her friend.
Oh,
When Katie was like, "Nikki, here, quick, take a picture right here," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is happening! Oh my gosh!"
that's funny.
Okay. I sent it to Alyssa. Although, and so just so you guys know, because I don't want to do secrets, Alyssa knew the guy. We talked about this before.
Right.
That I thought I was being secretive. I obviously wasn't. His name was Aaron, and I had a huge crush on him. Huge. I didn't even know him really.
No,
but I was like,
no, you didn't.
I
You
like
knew
the way
his name.
I like the way he plays basketball. Okay, so that's that.
I like how he looks in his Gap jeans.
Yep,
Pretty much.
Actually, that was the first time I saw him without his uniform on.
Really?
Well, I mean, he had clothes on. Oh,
Well,
God.
right.
Yes. Yeah. Although my mom agreed to get me a ticket, my chances of going to this concert were slim depending on what level team I would make. Even though it would be Christmas break, it would be filled with weight training, practices, and holiday tournaments. Living in the world of positivity, and because it was about being smat, I held onto the possibility that it would work out. If it was meant to be, nothing is random. Thank you, Joey McIntyre. November rolled around and basketball tryouts commenced. All the time, hard work and focus since 5th grade paid off, and I made the varsity basketball team as a freshman. That's like
amazing.
Alyssa, you got game. You can probably kick my ass. I'm just going to say that. You can sweep the floor with me.
Guys.
The day I found out that I made the varsity team was both the best and the worst day of my life at the time. Little did I know the concert decision would be the first of the BH problems I would encounter over what I didn't know at the time would literally be my lifetime. LOL. After perusing our schedule, we had an invitational tournament scheduled on the day of the concert. FML. What the hell was I going to do? Like, I really had a choice. Staying focused, I tucked my concert problem into my back pocket until Coach V scheduled sit-downs with each player to see how things were going. That's amazing. I'm telling you.
That is.
With each player. He cared. I loved this about him. He always took our temperatures to see what was up. He cared about us as players, but more importantly, as people. Because Coach V had eyes and ears everywhere, nothing we were going to talk about was really news to him, but a chance for him to ask questions and clarify his intel. I really didn't know if I should talk to him about the concert. My mom insisted no, because it would make me seem as if my priorities were not straight. It could potentially stump any playing time I might get as a freshman. SMGH. What's that mean? I'm trying to think.
Shaking my damn head.
I need help with these sometimes. I'm old. Well, I decided to say something to Coach. I had to speak my #truth, but of course, he already knew. He told me that he knew how important it was to me, and that since it was an invitational tournament, it would be up to me to make the decision as to whether or not I wanted to go to the concert. Oh, Oh, Coach V, why don't you just make the decision for me?
For real.
Oh, that's what I said, not Alyssa. Because I was pretending to be Alyssa there. Boop, 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 boop. Are you kidding me? I was so torn. Cue the initiation of my moral compass. Coach and I never spoke about this again. From the time I concluded my conversation with Coach until the day of the concert, I felt as though I was being quartered in the town square. My new kid's family was drawing me closer and closer to Portland as the days passed, holding that Coach said it was okay. Oh, but he didn't. He said it's up to you. Oh, that's a hard one, and I don't like it. This is I've been put in this situation, but not with New Kids on the Block. That would be a hard one. I don't know. What would you do, Brooke?
What I do?
Would you go to the concert?
I'd go to the concert.
I don't think I would. I don't know.
But I also didn't.
I don't know.
I didn't do sports because I wanted to do everything but. Do you know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean.
Like, I had different priorities.
It's just hard because she's a freshman right now, and I can kind of see, like, I'm thinking about, like, when I was a sophomore, and, like, anything I could do to get do you know what I mean? Like, you worked your butt off.
Right.
And I'm sure she worked her tail off, and that would just kind of put her a little bit behind.
It would, yeah.
Even though it's just, like, hard. It's hard. Oh, so my mom was urging me to do the right thing. Basketball is life. Practices and games were more intense than ever, and I was getting regular playing time. I couldn't let my team down. I'm going to cry. I get this. Drowning in my own thoughts. I was a complete mess, and it was totally gross. I was by no means a teenage drama queen. I probably was, though, but I felt like one. In reminiscing, I definitely had a WWDD, what would Donnie do, moment. Donnie wouldn't let his teammates down, be selfish, or ignore his commitments. Oh, Alyssa, you got me. It killed me, but I gave up my ticket and went to the tournament. It was hard, but I survived because we know what happens after this. We know what happens after this.
We do?
New Kids on the Block break up.
Well, that was a few years after this.
Well, that's right. Okay, sorry. Here, continue. Our team won the tournament, which was awesome. Feeling that success in the light of disappointment, I left behind that night was the perfect medicine. Together, we earned another very large trophy to add to the Coney legacy. As we trudged onto the bus after a very long day of games, Coach V decided to make a special speech about our journey. I'm going to cry right now. This is, Brooke, seriously, like, this is getting me. Oof. Thus far in the season and about our tournament play. He had and still has this very special and entertaining way of talking to young basketball players. This is getting to me, and I don't know why. Like, it's, like, emotional. I feel like a fool.
Aw. I don't know why either, but that's okay.
Can you read it? Because, like, I think it's just because, like, everything that's going on. This is such a good story. I'm sorry
It is a really good story. You're not ruining it. All right, I'll read from here.
Sniff right in the friggin' microphone.
Honk.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
After we trudged onto the bus after a very long day of games, Coach V decided to make a speech about our journey thus far in the season and about our tournament play. He had and still has this very special and entertaining way of talking to young basketball players. He knows exactly what to say to savor the moment. In his speech, Coach talked about his dedication and focus and tough... Nope. In his speech, Coach talked about dedication and focus and tough decisions. Hanging tough, if you will. He talked about me and my conundrum in his discussion, which meant more than anyone on that bus could ever know. Coach decided to award me the team trophy we earned that night to add to my own shelf at home as a token for choosing our team. Insert my welling tears here. I don't think this event would quite qualify as a Christmas miracle, but it was quite a remarkable moment for me. It wasn't technically a face-to-face NKOTB experience, but nonetheless, an effect from their influence in my life. Luckily for me, my New Kids posse filled me in on every moment of the concert in Portland and took some pics to share with me because I wasn't able to go. I have no idea where these pictures are, #moving problems, but they took care of their sister, and for that I am #thankful. My wounds from missing the concert healed quickly as news and other media at that time kept our VCRs recording and as Spencer Gifts kept their shelves full with new merchandise.
Thank you, Spencer's.
Before we knew it, the Magic Summer Tour was announced and Old Orchard Beach was on the list for July 26, 1990.
And Brooke Elizabeth was right there.
That's the one that I went to. The boys were coming back to town, and this time, come hell or high water, I was going to be there. Thanks for sharing my story again. Lots and lots of BH love, Alyssa.
I kind of know why that got to me. Because basketball was such a, like, that's a super hard decision. That's a super hard decision.
No doubt. I mean.
And like I said, like I had said, I think I would do the game because like they're depending on you, and that's like that's drilled into your head like from the get go,
right?
You know, and basketball was my life. Like you remember, you and Darcy would joke around. Oh, it's about that time for Nikki to fall off the face of the earth, and I would, and I'd come back.
Yep.
But that was emotional, and I cannot believe that you have that trophy.
That
really got
cool.
to me. Like
that was really cool.
Okay. I am so sorry that I cried.
It's okay. Do you want me to... Alyssa, first of all, you're amazing.
Thank you.
And second of all, I can't wait to hear your next story.
Yes.
Because I was at that one.
Yes.
That's going to be cool.
I'm excited. And
maybe you have pictures, and maybe I'm in the background of some of them.
That would be amazing.
I don't have any pictures from that concert.
Oh, and maybe Alyssa has some.
Well, I do somewhere, but they were really bad.
Would you please get that freaking tote? I will go over to your house this weekend. You tell me where it is, and I will get it. I don't know where it is.
It's somewhere in my garage.
Let's go find it.
I have like 3 dozen totes in my garage.
I'm telling you, I will be over Sunday morning at 8 o'clock.
I won't be there.
Why?
I'll be in Old Orchard.
Oh, you're staying the whole weekend?
I'm coming back Sunday morning.
Okay. Call me when you get back. I will meet you in your driveway, and we will find the damn tote. And then you know what you can do? You can store it here. Just leave it here. I will read Courtney's story.
You want to read that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I will read this one, and then you can read the next one.
Okay.
Because it's Brooke's story. And
it just is fitting that Brooke reads
felt like
Brooke's
it was
story.
fitting, yeah. Courtney's Donnie story. Here is my story. So on May 21st, 2018, Donnie Wahlberg was coming to Cleveland. Oh, I forgot to say thank you, Alyssa. Thank you. Sorry, Courtney. So on May 21st, 2018, Donnie Wahlberg was coming to Cleveland, Ohio for a Wahlburgers meet and greet. And little did I know at the time that I would possibly be on the show Wahlburgers. Anyway, I waited for the time to come all day with other New Kids fans waiting for Donnie to arrive, and he came at about 6 o'clock, and he was in the back of the restaurant doing interviews with the news and a few radio stations. I waited for about 10 minutes once he arrived, and I was so happy and excited to see him. So I walked back to the back of the restaurant, which had a patio and a bar, and I was going to stand for a minute at the bar in the back and watch the interview for a few minutes and take some pictures and then go back to my table and wait for my turn of meeting Donnie. Right when I was going to get my photo, Donnie is doing an interview with iHeartRadio. I trip and fall on one of the bar stools, and people were asking if I was okay. Oh, no. And I said, fine. I said, I'm fine. Okay, trying to get quickly up off the floor. And I took photos quickly and left the room. I was so red and embarrassed. When I looked at my photos, once I got back to the table before I met Donnie, I noticed that he looked right at my camera when I fell. Then later in the evening, when I got home from the meet and greet, a friend was watching an interview with Donnie from our local news station. And at the very end of the report, you can hear my squeal and fall in the background of the interview. I will send the 2 photos in the second email. That is my story with Donnie Wahlberg. That is an awesome story.
That is an awesome story.
I love it. I love it.
That's cute.
He did look right at you. Look at that. He's looking right at you.
Whoa.
You know what you did, Donnie Wahlberg.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. I'm sorry you fell, and I hope you're okay.
I know.
That was a great story. Thank you so much.
Uh-oh. I lost it.
Brooke's story?
Oh, I got Brooke's story right here. Courtney, thank you for sending that in.
Thank you, Courtney.
I loved it. That was amazing.
I loved it too.
So here we have
Brooke's story.
Brooke's story. Not my story.
No.
But Brooke,
You haven't submitted a story.
well, neither have you.
Yes, I have. I told my story.
I've told. What do you mean?
Oh, that's right. You told your story. You told your New Kids on the Block tape story. And you told your concert story.
We've told our stories.
Do you have another story? I feel like you have another story up your sleeve.
of New Kids?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know my New Kids stuff.
I feel like there's a story.
Not really.
Okay.
So be it. All right, this is Brooke's NKOTB story. Hey. So I hesitated to share my story with y'all because it is very raw and personal, but a few friends thought that sharing with others who will get it might be therapeutic. So here's my story.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm glad that you shared it with us. I don't know what I was going to say. I'm so sorry.
I know. We don't know what it is yet.
I don't know, but I just want to say, well, I just saw the first line. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
And I was like looking at that as I'm saying it, but I'm glad that you felt like you could submit it to us.
Right, me too. This is a safe space.
Thank you.
So here's my story. I'll try to get to the point, but I'm a writer by nature, so I may ramble a bit.
Hey, it's okay.
My parents got divorced when I was 5. I didn't really grasp what that meant for my life until around 4th grade. It was hard going back and forth every other weekend. I lived in a small town south of Dallas, Ennis, and my dad lived in North Dallas.
Nan's best friend.
Yeah?
Sissy.
Yeah?
She lives in Ennis.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've told you about Sissy.
You have?
Yep.
Sissy.
Her name's Sissy. Yeah. That's not really her name. I think
No,
it's
but
Catherine.
that's like old-fashioned.
Yeah, but they call her Sissy.
Yeah. So the transition wasn't too awful. Somewhere around the end of 5th grade, my dad moved to Austin. For, I guess, a year or so, I would fly from Dallas to Austin and back twice a month.
Wow. Whoa.
At some point, my dad stopped being able to afford airline tickets and we started making the trip by car. I wasn't aware it was a financial thing at the time. My mom would drive me halfway to Waco and I'd make the rest of the trip with my dad. It's a little hard to convey, but riding in a car with my mom and stepdad anywhere was pure torture.
I hate to interrupt you. I just have to say one thing real quick.
Yeah.
I always thought Waco was this really small town.
Yeah, it's not.
I think because of like news coverage and because of
Right.
Waco.
Right.
Waco. You know, like when you think of Waco, what do you think of?
Wacko Waco.
I mean,
The Wackos in Waco.
and that is not like, but that's like what, and I feel like it was depicted like David Koresh, like
Yeah.
lived in this isolated, like in Waco, like, and it was isolated and
Right.
isolated.
But it's really
they
not.
kept saying isolated.
Well, I think it was more like the community
Outskirts?
that he built
Oh.
was isolated.
Ah.
I think that made.
Right.
But I was also a child, so
But
I don't.
But I hear so many people like living in like Waco,
Waco
around
is a
Waco.
place.
Yeah, and I guess I got to see it. I'd like want to see it now because I feel like it's nothing like what
I'm sure it's not.
I did like pictured like desert, flat and like
yeah, and then
cows,
like
dry,
Right.
but like grass, like spurts with like some
like
livestock.
tumbleweeds.
Yes, kind of like Arizona because
Well, how do people picture Bangor, Maine?
all kinds of trees.
A bunch of trees.
We are wearing flannel.
We are wearing flannel, and we have a river that, if they know we have a river, and logs float down it, and there's people on the side of the river with sticks that like push the logs down.
I wonder if they really think that.
That's what I think that they think.
And I'm a woman of the wilderness.
Yeah. Like, yeah. We're lucky if we have a dollar store in our town.
We are lucky if we have toilets in our house.
Little do
and
they
running
know.
water.
Little do they know. We have a TJ Maxx and a Marshall's.
Yeah, we do. Home goods too. All right, sorry. Sorry, I just had to say that. So I very much
And
like,
we have a Chick-fil-A. So how about that?
hey.
I bet you don't have a Chick-fil-A.
Oh my gosh. How did we get a Chick-fil-A but no Panera bread?
I don't know. Panera said
Freaking A.
this is too far for them to
Well,
come.
that's coming from Kevin's mouth. I
is
don't
not
know.
true.
He said
it's not that far.
He said that he researched this.
It's very expensive.
yeah,
Panera is extremely expensive for a franchise.
but I love it.
I would eat the
Give me that.
shit out of Panera.
And you know what? I would be 100 more pounds because I'd be eating those bread bowls every day.
bread bowls, broccoli and cheddar.
I was doing this
and a
last
bread bowl.
time, and you could really hear it. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm going to continue on.
Hey, okay.
The music he liked was awful, and there were no noise-canceling headphones back then. But the ride with my dad was always so much fun. We played car games, and we always jammed out. We listened to Moody Blues, the Beach Boys, Chicago, and more. I enjoyed it, but I remember when it all changed. I had just gotten Tiffany's cassette, and he let me listen to that.
Are your dad and my dad the same?
He never complained about it, but he never sang along like he did with the other music. It was a little disappointing.
Oh.
When I got in the car one day, he started asking me about all the buttons of boys all over my denim jacket.
Who are those boys?
I told him how big of a fangirl I was and that it's the best music on the planet. Without skipping a beat, he asked me to play it. At first, he looked like I was singing songs in another language. But after a few trips, he was right there singing along with me, turning the volume up. We had so much fun. I even tried to teach him some of the moves. Oh,
That is awesome.
That is sweet.
Your dad's a national treasure.
I mean, really. Then one time he picked me up and my jacket was empty.
Oh, I can't. You guys are killing me today. You're killing me.
No buttons at all. He asked, and I said nothing. So he asked for the tape. Again, I said nothing. A few miles down the road, he pulled into our favorite place to eat, Dairy Queen.
I love that Brazier food.
Oh, that Brazier food, man.
That pepped me.
Hey, and we have Brazier food.
Yeah, we do. We got that. A little pep in my step now. Give me some of that Brazier food.
I didn't feel like eating. And
I don't want hot dogs though.
I don't mind their hot dogs.
Just give me the burger.
I do like the burger. I didn't feel like eating, and he could tell something was wrong. My dad was always my go-to when I had troubles. He was my biggest fan and protector. He tried to make me laugh by putting ice cream on his nose. It worked, but then I just started crying and told them what was wrong. I went to school with a lot of tough kids. And at the time, New Kids on the Block exploded. Every girl in school was decked out in buttons and merchandise and carried the latest issue of Teen Beat magazine. We all had our favorites, too. And we all still do. I was a John girl. How did I get to be a John girl?
Oh, yeah. We're going to get to know. I'm so excited. I'm listening.
Side story.
Oops.
My aunt knew me and my cousins were huge fans. So she surprised me with tickets to see them in Dallas on my birthday. I was so excited. It was my first real arena concert. We could care less. We were sitting in the nosebleed section. At some point, John started talking about a really special girl out there who's having a birthday and wanted to send them love. Then he sang the birthday song. To this day, I am still convinced he had some magic power and knew it was me. I believed he was singing to only me. From that day on, John was it for me.
Oh,
That's sweet.
I love it, Brooke.
I love John.
I love John, too.
Back to my story. I was walking out of the lunchroom going to hang around outside. We had to go hang out under the pavilion when we finished lunch until the next bell rang. As I walked down the stairs, this girl pushed me to the ground and put her foot on my head.
Oh,
What?
that's awful.
I didn't know what to do. I was a shy, timid, and naive girl. I was scared to death. She kicked me and then let me go as a teacher started coming. I had no idea what I did. Before school every morning, all the students had to wait outside until the bell rings. Most everyone stayed in the courtyard with their own cliques. Thinking about it now, it was all insane. Some girl came over to our group and told me to give her all my John buttons. I refused. She told me if I didn't, I'd get my ass kicked and pointed out the girl who had pushed me the day before.
This is freaking awful.
This is awful. You're a child.
I am getting really mad.
I
Where's
told
this
her-
girl?
For real. I told her no again. I was so confused. That same day, she caught me in the hall and shoved me against the lockers. She told me she was John's girl and started ripping the buttons off my jacket. She's
That is
delusional.
Awful.
And that's terrible. She tortured me for days. I never tattled. I'd get my ass kicked more. At that point, I went home and took down all my New Kids on the Block posters, threw away all the merchandise I had and every tape of their music. I was sad, but couldn't deal with being bullied. I was not the kind of girl who stood up for herself. My dad just hugged me and let me cry as I talked to him. The next weekend when he picked me up, he had a box all wrapped up for me. Inside were new Kids on the Block tapes and buttons. He told me if I couldn't be a John girl in Ennis, I could be a John girl in Austin.
That's it. Seriously. Are you kidding me? I love your dad.
When I walked into my room, It had posters all over the walls, too. It wasn't that this band was that important that I couldn't live without them, but he knew I shouldn't have to because of a bully. We went back to rocking out in the car and singing every song on every tape. When New Kids on the Block faded out, we listened to other stuff, but it wasn't the same.
Did you listen to some Journey? Maybe some Hall & Oates?
Well, he wasn't crazy about the grunge movement.
Oh, he didn't like Nirvana, nor did he like the Pearl Jam.
No.
The Pearl Jam.
The Pearl Jam.
That's what my dad calls it. The Pearl Jam.
Unfortunately, that's not where my story ends. Beginning of my freshman year, I decided to move and live with my dad. I was so close to him, and I didn't really like the atmosphere at my mom's. But when I was 17 and a senior in high school, my dad committed suicide on New Year's Eve. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, I didn't read this before.
Sorry. My world just crumbled. I became isolated in my thoughts. I went through mourning, but then tried to act as normal as I could in school. I moved in with a friend's family so I could finish senior year, but I was in such a dark place. Of course you are.
Of
course you were. I had contemplated time and again just taking my own life to be with my dad again. It was about 2 weeks after the funeral, and I got in my car thinking this was it. It was the day I had the courage to end my life. As I drove, I heard a Chicago song on the radio, and I wanted those days in the car back. I just sat in my car in tears. I started singing New Kids songs to myself. Somehow I felt like I could try for just one more day. I went home and I dug through some boxes and found my old tapes. I put them in my car, and that's all I listened to. New Kids were long since over, but I didn't care. Every time I drove somewhere, it was like my dad was with me. As stupid as it sounds, the New Kids kept us connected. I had this emotional attachment to their music that made no sense to anyone else. Their music created this bond, and every song that played reminded me I was strong enough to get through it, that my dad wouldn't want me to be in a dark place. I thought about the talk at Dairy Queen and how he gave me new hope. Fast forward to the reunion. I was beyond excited. I've been to every concert since. I never did backstage or VIP. It wasn't something I could afford. I was a stay-at-home mom of 4, and we didn't make a lot of money. I was more than happy with my nosebleed tickets. I did get lucky one year when Ticketmaster messed mine up.
Oh,
that's a happy accident.
That is a happy accident. You know what I say? That was your dad.
Yes. I went from 4th row from the top to 7th row on the floor.
That's a great freaking
That's a very happy accident.
God bless Ticketmaster.
It was my greatest blockhead moment ever. When tickets went on sale late 2016 for their spring 2017 show, I bought 2 tickets. I figured I knew a blockhead that would want to go, but no one ended up wanting me to spend the $140 for the ticket, so my 11-year-old daughter asked to go.
Hey,
Aww.
I feel that.
She is my little junior blockhead. We made matching shirts,
Aww.
and she had the time of her life. She even made the Jumbotron collage they did with fan photos.
That's so cool.
As we left, she said, "Mom, I love them more than I love Justin Bieber or One Direction."
That means so much.
Both she's seen in concert. That really does. Again, a new emotional bond and connection was created through them. New Kids on the Block is our girl time, and we now jam out in car rides singing their songs. So, in 2017, also I was turning 40. I had heard about the cruises and watched Rock the Boat, but thought I'd never be so lucky. I had seen a couple of Facebook posts about the cruise, and I thought, why not ask? So I did. I told my husband he could throw me a big 40th birthday party or put me on the boat. And I got the boat.
I'm so happy for you.
I was lucky. The reservations were already open, but it didn't sell out in 10 minutes. It was actually a few days later. I didn't even realize that. When I was standing in line for our photo op with 9 other ladies I had just met a few days before, we were talking about our stories. I remember being about 10 groups away from our turn, and I was just telling my story, and I looked up and saw this blurred light and felt like someone hugged me. I started crying, and they all hugged me. I never said anything, but I knew. I knew it was my dad.
Oh my God. I can't.
I quickly dried my eyes so I would look pretty meeting my boys. Getting to hug them for the first time was the most amazing thing. I wish I could have had time to tell them how they saved me, how their music wasn't just music, but something inside my soul. That they are why I gave it one more day every day. That cruise was so emotional and bonded me again to sisters I never knew I had. I've spent the last year leaning on girls hundreds of miles away. They are the ones who are always there for me. They don't laugh at my new kid obsession because they get it. I am happy to say I will be on the boat again this year.
Yay!
I will get another hug, and I will get to say I am thankful for you. Thanks for listening to my story. Brooke in Austin, Texas.
These stories,
Wow.
they made me cry, but
Brooke.
they were so amazing. And Brooke, your story, oh my gosh.
Like, we know I generally don't get that emotional.
You did this time.
I totally did. Like, I totally
And
did.
and sometimes I go, Brooke, you're getting emotional. I did not say it this time because I could tell that you were.
No, like,
Yeah. You are right now.
I can't even imagine.
No.
I honestly, there are certain things.
That get you.
Yes. And that got me.
Hey, I get it.
I don't know how you made it, but I'm very happy you did. Yay.
No, you're just Brooke.
I truly don't, because I don't know if I would be so strong. But you did it, and
I'm doing math in my head.
like, I'm excited, and I want to meet you on the cruise. Because, hello, we share an awesome name.
And I love your dad.
I know, your dad.
In fact, I'm going to listen to some Moody Blues tonight just for him. And you. I can't.
Brooke, thank you.
My gosh.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
I know it
yeah.
wasn't difficult. I know it was difficult, but
And I appreciate you, like, feeling like you could share it with us. Like, I don't even know what to say. So I'm
Yeah.
not going to. Because it'll be blah, blah, blah.
blah, blah, blah.
Wow, guys.
So
Wow.
awesome stories, you guys. Thank you so much.
Yes.
for
Thank
sharing.
you. Thank you. We appreciate
And-
it. We appreciate you guys.
And for those that, have sent them in and have waited for us to read them, thanks for your patience.
Yes.
And those that maybe haven't heard yours yet, again, thank you for your patience. We appreciate it.
And if you want to check in with us, I know that Kelly just checked in with us recently.
Yeah.
Kelly, we have your story. And a couple others. If you want to check in, I have no problem
Fine.
with that at all.
Yeah. Just be
I
like,
do.
hey, make sure you have
do
it.
have some things planned for some of the stories, so that might be why you haven't heard yours yet. Some I am waiting for a specific time after the cruise, but like I don't want to say anything and then like have it whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we have some housekeeping, and I know.
Totally.
And by the way, don't turn us off for this one. Because, I mean, sometimes I don't listen to the housekeeping. I'm just like, whatever.
Right.
But if there's any housekeeping that you've ever listened to, listen to this one.
Listen to this one.
Because it's important. So, first of all, I'm just going to take a quick second. Thank you for all the messages again. You guys are great. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you. And Brooke appreciates you,
And I
too.
appreciate it too.
And we appreciate you, like, just supporting our podcast. I mean,
Right.
holy cow. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. And there's so many ways that you guys are supporting us, whether it's in these messages, posts about like ideas that we can do. That's another way you can support us, because this is your podcast. It's not just ours. We've said it from the beginning. It's your podcast too.
Right.
If there's something specific that you want to hear, we want to do it, and we'll really try to do it. Now
Right.
things have
We
gotten,
love your ideas.
right. And just so you know, things have gotten a little crazy lately, as you know. So we'll have to wait for a little while for things to wind down, but they're getting better, and that's good.
Yeah. And I think that things haven't been that crazy. I think they've been pretty awesome.
Oh, I think last week was pretty awesome.
Oh my god.
I could listen to that episode
Last
over and
week,
over.
I get like geeked out.
And then when people were like, "Oh my gosh, Nikki, he asked you, he said that he'd have lunch with you," and I was like, "I know. Oh my god." Joe McIntyre, you want to have lunch too?
When can I cash that in?
Cha-ching. I am following up on that lunch date.
Oh my god.
So, for those of you who are going on the cruise, Carmen, I probably should have read her email before I talked, because she just emailed us.
Okay.
But she did post in the Facebook group. She had this really good idea. I think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
About how to be easily found if you've been like chatting together in the My So-Called Whatever group and in our community. And she had an idea for an easy way that you can be found. And that way would be to create a paper plate decoration. So here is what I'm going to do. If you forget a paper plate, I will have some. And if you would like to use one, I will give you a blank paper plate and you can make your own paper plate.
And you can decorate it however you
wish.
wish.
You can do it with a pen. You can do it whatever.
Right.
If you want to make it ahead of time, you can.
Totally.
Now, some of you have asked me, what do these paper plates look like? And I was going to be like, oh, they look like this. But here's the thing. That's how I do them. I want to see what your interpretation is. And well, actually, this was your idea. You were like, I want to see what people's interpretation is.
We all know what my interpretation was before I saw these.
Right.
Because I always knew you to write notes to your parents on them with like a pen. So I was thinking like Bic.
Right.
Pen.
Right.
So I want to see what people and how they interpret it. And I think that would be really neat.
It could be 3-dimensional. It could be like, for me, I do
what kind of paper plate is it? Is it like a solo plate?
They already asked me that. I said it's the cheapo ones,
like the picnic kind.
Yeah.
Also, it wouldn't be that hard for them to look in our Facebook group or our Twitter feed to see what they look like.
Right. And honestly, you guys, if you did a different type of paper plate, that's fine too.
Right. I mean, you can use a solo plate,
but I will tell you that
or Chinette.
Right. I will have paper plates with me. Because I've got a whole stack of like the big ones.
Right.
And if you would like to participate, you can come down to our room. And if we're there, I'll give you a paper plate.
Perfect.
You probably won't be able to like do it there, but like you can bring it back to your room and do it in your room. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just because
we might not be there, or we might be sleeping, or we might be showering.
Right. Or maybe I'll just like find a way to like put paper plates out and keep them out. So if people want to make them.
Like those like.
The like teacher things.
Yeah.
Like the.
Yes, that you put like binders in.
I'm putting it on the list. And if
we could attach that with some paper plates in it, there you go.
And guess what
Just
goes
stop
on
by
that?
and grab a blank one.
What goes on that? Our recorder.
Perfect. Leave a message.
Okay, that's another thing. So that's our second thing to talk about.
Yeah.
We are going to have a digital recorder that we want you, if you're listening to this, just come and leave a message. Just say, hey, this is Sarah from Michigan.
Right. What's up, yo?
What's up? That's it.
And we'll play it.
And because we want to like gather all of the different things.
Yeah.
And then I think I might even take the digital recorder with me and be like, hey, you want to have a message? Here you go. So if you see me,
or maybe we should have two.
They're pretty cheap.
Right, because I think we should have one on the door, always.
I like the way you think, Missy.
And then we'll just have a digital recorder.
Because, in all honesty,
I have this.
Yeah, but I might want to be taking pictures, and I'm more likely to hand somebody a digital recorder than my phone.
Oh, you mean like actually give it to them?
Yeah, they're standing right there. But here, leave your message.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I don't want to what I mean.
Well, yeah. So
honestly, we will have more uses for those and for you to have one. Exactly. So it's cool. It will help us with our stuff.
Yeah.
So we will have digital.
And
recorders.
I'm really excited because I don't care what you leave for a message. We're going to play it.
Yeah. So we even thought about those. If somebody leaves a mean message, guess what?
Play it.
We're going to play it. And I might even tweet it. And I might even put it on Instagram as like,
right.
Who is this person? Why?
And then we'll find your voice.
Why you got to do me like that?
And also,
don't steal our friggin'. Don't steal it.
Don't be an a-hole. Whatever. Be an a-hole if that's you.
I will find you.
And what will you do when you find them?
This flip-flop is not going to be able to be found for a little while.
It'll be up someone's ass.
So that's that. So if you like that idea, great. If you don't, oh well.
Then don't record a message and don't put up a paper plate.
If you don't want to do it, you don't have to.
Right.
I just want to make that clear. Like you really don't have to, but I thought that was an amazing idea, Carmen. That was a great idea.
Yep.
So also, people have been asking about meeting up. We have no official meetup.
No.
Here's the thing. We want to meet you guys. We totally do. But we don't know the schedule. And if something works out, great. We'll meet up and we'll hang out with you guys. I just thought like we could like hang out. Like we can hang out.
Like, hey, we're gonna like let's go meet and have a drink before dinner.
Yeah. Like that would be fun.
Right.
And it, anything like official, we don't know the schedule yet. So like there's no way we could plan something official.
Right.
But we were talking to Jackie about it.
Yep.
And
I didn't catch up with what she finished. Did she say?
I didn't catch up with
okay. Well,
she had some really good ideas.
So perfect.
And so we would love to meet you guys. Like that is a definite. So if you see us,
real.
I 100%, and Brooke agrees, come up to us and say, hey, my name is whatever.
Sarah from Michigan.
Right. And I'll be and like, or if you sent a story, be like, hey,
oh my gosh,
that would be amazing.
Right. And honestly, like I'm terrible with names. So you might have to say, I said the
Oh my
story
gosh.
about this. And then I'll be like, oh, right.
Again, I'm terrible with names too.
So
Please do not.
Please don't be offended.
I'm begging you.
Like, please.
Because
please.
I am the worst. And like I always am scared that somebody is going, because like people remember my name and I'm like, how do you remember my name?
Right.
And I
feel like some people take classes in that stuff.
I think maybe we should.
Like
maybe we should find one of those. Like Michael Scott. Let's not take that class.
I love Michael Scott.
Baldy.
But like no, I know what you mean. Like other parents from like the my daughter's class.
Yeah.
They remember my name.
And you're like, oh crap, I don't know your name or your kids.
No, I met you at a birthday party maybe 8 months ago for 2 minutes.
Crap.
And you remember my name.
I bet they work in like insurance.
And you address me by my name.
They work in multi-level marketing.
Probably.
I don't know. I feel like it's
but
those
anyway.
are things like they teach you in those type of things. You go to seminars and
you learn.
I missed out on that because I was loading bags. Talking to bags.
I do salesy stuff for work and I don't do that.
You know why? People looked at me and they said, you're not good at sales. And I'm not.
Why? All you have to do is you just have to be knowledgeable and you have to be able to talk. Know your product and just be able to talk
I could
to
sell
people.
New Kids on the Block.
There you go.
I don't need to sell them though. They sell themselves.
Know your product.
I know my product.
I'd like to know my product better.
I can't sell myself. I think that's my problem. Like when I freelanced, somebody like I'd be like, this is like my price per hour. And they'd be like, oh, I can't afford that. I can only afford that. I'd be like, okay. Because, I feel like these people that I worked with, like they needed a website. It was so important for them to have the website. But it would always come to bite me in the butt later.
Right. That's what it is.
And so now, like I don't freelance now.
Right.
I mean, but
if you did,
if I did,
it would be different.
and if I continue to do it, it's like, this is my cost and that's it.
Right.
Like, period. End of discussion.
Right.
If you don't like it, I don't need to do your website. You don't need to tell me that so-and-so charges this much less. Then go to them.
Then go do that. That's like somebody sitting down in front of me and saying, I need you to get me my flights to South Africa. And then I need to stay here, but not like a tour, not like something easy. Like I'm going to pick up a phone and be like, this person would like to book this 21-day safari. No. Like, I need you to get my flights there, and I need a rental car, but it has to be a specific kind of rental car. I need to drop it off in this little tiny town that doesn't have rental cars. And then I need you to fly me from there to, like, Turkey. And I need to stay in a hotel, but this is my budget for the hotel. Like, and that's what I would say. Okay, sure. My booking fee is, now, granted, I don't have a booking fee. Except for when I'm doing these big types of things, and then I make them pay up
because
front.
that's a lot of research that you have to do.
It's a big headache, and it doesn't pay me any money.
No.
So that's how I make my money. And if they pay it, then they're for real. And if they don't, or if they're like, "Oh, you charge a fee?"
Yeah,
I do. I understand Expedia doesn't.
You can go on Expedia.
Then go and do it yourself. Good luck.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway.
100%. 100%. 100%. People don't. It's like
I used to feel bad about that stuff, but I don't.
I
anymore.
do. I don't. I've learned to not.
Yeah.
Because there's been 2 jobs that I did and I like back previously, and I went in with that attitude.
Yeah.
And guess what? They were the best clients I ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Because they like knew what they knew what they were getting, and they were excited about it.
Right.
So also, if you guys haven't seen, Danny posted and Remember Betty, there is a cruise giveaway.
Yes.
So go check that out.
So get on that.
Get on it.
I don't know when it ends.
Also, okay, so here's the thing. Ella, who's amazing and who raises so much money for Generation Rescue. This is an amazing thing she does, and she's done it multiple times. This ends on September 23rd. So you guys, if you're listeing, you gotta do this.
Yeah, you
as
got
soon
like
as you
less than
can.
2 weeks.
As soon as you can. So basically what happens is you send her your favorite pic of yourself, if you're not going on the cruise, that you have with your favorite new kid, or you can just send it out of yourself.
Right.
Doesn't have to be with a new kid.
Any picture of you. You can send it with you and your cat.
Right. And you have to tell her your name. Okay. So you have to tell her your name, and she creates a banner, and her friends will bring it on the boat. And for each picture that you send, she'll donate 50 cents to Generation Rescue.
Which is amazing.
And she charges you nothing. That's free.
Amazing.
She does this for free, you guys. No cost for you. It's called Non-Cruiser Project, hashtag Non-Cruiser Project 2018. Okay. And if you want more information, what you can do is you can go to Ella's Twitter, and it's at Ella, ELA HALL 617. We'll also have it on our Facebook group. We will also be retweeting it on our Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
We will also post it on Instagram. So you can find it on any 3 of those.
Right.
Come look at it. And so send Ella your pictures. I think we actually have a thread in the Facebook group already that people are leaving them.
I think we do.
But I think that there may be an email address that she wants you to send it, but I'll check with her. We'll have all the details, and on our website.
Sure.
We'll have it there.
Yeah.
So do it. I highly encourage you guys to do it. I wish, actually, I think we did do it last year. I think I did put my picture on it last year.
I don't remember last year.
I'm pretty sure. I was still hoping at this time I was going to be on the cruise.
I know you were.
I was like hoping some chance.
How has it been a year?
I have no idea. It seems like yesterday. It does not seem like a year.
It seems like yesterday that you had that thing in here, and I was ironing on those things.
I know.
You were making the tape.
I will be your father figure. I've got that tape right there. I'm so excited. So with that being said, also, because the cruise is coming up, we also need you guys, if you're going to order cruise shirts, like you got to do it soon if you want to get them. And like, that's a third party. So we're not responsible for that.
Right.
But they will show you dates. There's like dates and like rush dates of getting t-shirts back in time.
You should be ordering probably, like I would say this week.
I ordered like 5 shirts.
Yeah.
I know. So anyway, I'm excited about it. Well, I ordered because black is my uniform, and I know it's going to be hot, but I also have a white shirt.
Black is my uniform.
So I figured I'd wear the black shirt, and then if I got really hot, I'd like have the white shirt with me, and I could just put the white shirt on.
You could change.
Because I always wear a tank top underneath everything.
Yeah.
And you guys can say, oh my gosh, it's so hot. It's just what I do. Because everything's so short on me. And so if I raise my hands, like, you don't get a like, oh, what's that?
I know. It's like one continuous color.
Yes.
I get it.
It's just my thing. It's just what I do. And it also helps as a sweat barrier.
I wear a ton of black.
Jerusha told me she would make that ShamWow shirt. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
I was like, then people will ask me to actually jump on a table or something and ShamWow it.
And like clean it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass. But that was very nice of you, Jerusha. You are amazing. Jerusha has been like, is there anything I can help you with? Like cruise preparation and everything. She's amazing.
That's so nice.
I cannot wait to wear that purse.
That's cool.
And the little bag Jessica gave me. Actually, I have 2 of them because I got one from my Secret Santa too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I have cool. 2 Joe ones. So I think I'm going to put like my incidentals in one.
Yeah.
Incidentals, is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Unmentionables?
Unmentionables?
No, like my I don't know. like sunscreen or whatever in one, and then put like my wallet stuff in the other.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
So
cool.
So yeah, the only thing we don't have are we have lanyards. We do. We got those from the lobster last year.
That's right. We do.
So very exciting. Very exciting. Okay, so without further ado, we have been bad. Because
Bad news bears.
We have not officially thanked our Patreon peeps in a very long time. And we are going to do this every single episode now because we love them.
So
it's not, it will go fast. Just read first name, last initial, and then we can pass it back and forth if you want to.
I'll just read the whole thing.
And I'm going to say a very thank you to a few people real quick that have been Patreon peeps for 1 year.
Yeah.
Actually, Brooke is going to because she has the book. She has the master book.
The 1 year. Wow. That's crazy.
Is that crazy? You guys have been you freaking believed in us. You believed in us and you supported us when we didn't even know where this was going.
Right.
You were like,
we have 3.
I support you.
We have 3 that have been donating for or Patreon peeps for 1 year.
I'm just going to say real quick, if you don't know what Patreon is, Patreon helps us do the podcast.
Right.
We understand that a lot of people cannot do this.
And that's fine.
And that is fine.
We are a free podcast.
We are free. We'll always be a free podcast.
But
this helps us
Patreon
runs the boat.
Exactly.
Not runs the boat.
But run the show.
I've got the boat on the mind.
But it helps us, finance what we're doing.
Right. Because
and keeps the show
we spend a lot of our own money.
Yeah.
But sometimes we'll take an expense and like split it, and then we'll use some of our Patreon funds for it.
Like when we upgraded our microphones.
Exactly.
And equipment.
Exactly. Now we are fully capable for Mission Interview Joey 2018. So I'm just putting it out there.
Putting it out there in the universe, folks.
Joe, if you're listening, oh my God, I'm going to die if this happens. I'm going to die.
You won't die.
I am going to die.
Then I'll have to do it by myself.
Well, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to still be there in a sense. I just might be an out-of-body experience.
So
just if I start going like this, slap my hand.
Yeah, no, that can't happen. That can't happen. Lord.
Are you real? Crazy eyes. Skirty!
I'm going to see that picture.
What picture?
The one that, what's her name sent you? Christina?
Oh, we're not supposed to talk about that.
Well,
cut this out.
Cut that out. Cut that shit out. All right. So without further ado, Patreon peeps. So these 3 have been Patreon peeps for a year. Jerusha C.
Yay!
Courtney G.
Yay! She's also a moderator. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And Christine C.
Woo! Thank you, Christine.
Thank you guys so much. You are amazing.
You are forever friends of the podcast and us. And that actually, whoa, hey.
That was amazing.
That was a little tonal right there.
That's tonal.
I don't know what that means. Great. I have no idea.
So, without further ado.
Yes.
I'm going to read down the rest of them.
Hey, you do it. You do you, girl.
So, thank you to Kelly M, Charlene BL. Sure. Chrissy S, Jill J, Amy H, Christina
M, I think.
Christina M, we think.
Well, because she didn't put her last name in, but I know what her last name is.
Oh, okay.
You could actually put whatever you want in there. You know that, right?
Whatever I want in where?
Like when you... No, never mind. Cut that out.
Oh, okay. Christina M, Joy S, Jessica C, Christian S,
or Christian Wahlberg,
Jennifer L, Jenny, Dawn H, Michelle M, Jennifer M, Jennifer C, Sarah M, Anna Maria F, Sandy A, Andrea S.
Sandy, how are you doing? She moved.
She did move.
Yeah.
She did.
And I mean, she posted in the group.
Yeah, she did post it in the Facebook group.
Sandy, I'm interested in knowing how you're doing.
How are things?
I
feel like I saw an update.
Okay, I need to go look.
And things are good.
I'm so glad. Because I've been
getting settled.
You have been on my mind. Just want to put that out there.
Kelly A. Diana R.
Not to be confused with Diana R.
Amber D. Stephanie H. Maria P. Marie E.
Maria.
Jessica R. Lindsay M. Sharon M. Haley C. Jackie B. Kimberly K. Misty I. It's like Misty Eyes.
Misty eyes in the rain.
Amy S. Tara Y. I had a hard time figuring out how to say that letter. Kristen H. Deepa P. Denise N. Amanda C. Jennifer J. Jennifer M. A. Vanessa M. Oh, and Nicole D. Kelly W. and Heather B.
You guys, for real.
You guys
For real.
rock.
Thank you
You're
so
awesome.
much. You're awesome.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Yes. And
Always.
also, I forgot to mention, if you are a Patreon peep, what it is you help us, you support the podcast, and at certain levels, you get certain things.
Correct.
And we do friendship bracelets that we send out. They're not like, they're friendship charm bracelets,
Right. They're not like the ones that you used to like make with thread.
right? Because I'd be here all day. And you know what? That might be something I get into.
And also, you know what else?
What?
You can't like really wear them. You have
Well,
to
why
shower with
not?
them.
I want one for my ankle, but I want it like made so that like
You can take it off.
it might have some elasticity in it.
Oh, right.
You
I'm always
know?
afraid of them breaking. Like, I would be afraid that would break.
But isn't it like when they fall off, you make a wish?
Oh, is that how that goes?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. So maybe
And then it will come true.
we should.
Joe, why aren't we married? Because that was
That was your wish
Mhm.
many times over.
I hope that I make it into the biz. So yeah, thank you. And so we'll be sending those out. We'll be doing another mail call pretty soon.
Yeah,
It's almost that time.
it is. It might be.
It's going to be after the cruise,
It's
though.
gonna be after the cruise. But.
Yeah. So I hope you guys understand, but it'll be after the cruise.
Right.
So, send us your stories to mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com.
Please.
And I hope you like this week. I mean, this is a pretty big episode. And
Yeah.
people have been, they like the big episodes, I guess. Keeps them throughout the week because they can listen to a little bit and like stop and then go back and listen.
Yeah.
That's what I do with a lot of mine.
I have to do that with a lot of mine because, like,
Yeah.
a 5-minute drive.
Yep.
you know,
Go
will cover
find
much.
Ella if you're not going on the cruise.
Ella.
Send her your picture.
Ella.
And find us on the boat.
Yes.
Do it.
And do a paper plate.
Yeah. Do a paper plate.
Leave us a
And
message.
If you know Joe,
Tell him
tell him
we'll be there.
I love him. And I get it, you guys.
That's fine.
I know he's not going to come to my room. Like, I know. It's cool. Like, I know.
But if he does,
But,
we know
like-
what she's gonna say.
But, like, no, honestly, like, there's been some people that have been playing with me, like, whatever. But, like, I know, like, I hope you guys know that I'm not, like, expecting.
You're not like delusional.
No, I'm not expecting that he's really going to, like, come to my room.
Right.
And be like, hi, Nikki, I've showed up for you.
I'm here to do this interview.
Here we go.
I've been hearing about on a hashtag.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Could you imagine? What would I do?
Well, hopefully, okay. So this.
Hopefully I'm clothed.
I was gonna say, hopefully you have like
All I can picture
at
is
least,
I'm
like,
in the shower.
showered.
Like I just feel like I'm going to be in the shower.
All right, cool. All right.
All right. So
So,
that's it. We've
thanks,
done it.
guys.
Thanks, guys. And
We love you.
we love you. And hey, stay tuned for some messages that we've got.
Yeah.
We finally been get so call our party line.
Please do.
If you don't know the number, it's in the Facebook group.
And I've tweeted it.
Yes.
So-
And send us your postcards. We want postcards.
Yeah. Those two.
I want postcards. Send me your postcards.
They go up in the office here.
Yeah.
This is where we record.
Yeah.
In our studio.
And our studio audience.
Our-
With our studio
Our studio audience
of 0.
of
Oh my
none.
God. I do have to tell you this real quick. It'll
What?
be very fast. So Kevin said in the new office,
Yes.
he like legit wants to do this for us. He said, can I cut a hole in the wall and put plexiglass there and you guys have an on air He's like, because that would be cool.
That would be cool.
I don't care because it would actually let light in.
Yeah.
And like, if we ended up using it as like, you could always put curtains over it.
Right.
So I think we should do it.
It'll be funny. Yeah.
Because it will also give me light.
Yeah.
When I'm working in my office.
And also, I feel like any kind of like little connection to like
the outside world.
Yes, it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. No.
Yeah.
Even like when they're there, I won't be able to hear them.
Right.
Well, I will because it's not like soundproof.
But it's not like they're going to be like screaming in the window.
No, but I'm excited to share this like journey with you guys.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So, cool, guys.
All right, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Whoa.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hey.
This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And you've been listening to some pretty cool messages, but
some of you haven't called us yet.
Don't be scared. Are you scared?
Do you think they're scared?
Well, maybe they just don't know what to talk about.
That's a good point. What do you think they should talk about?
I think they could talk about anything. They could tell us about their high school crush. They could tell us about their current crush. They could tell us about their day. They could just say, hey, what's up? They could talk about New Kids or NSYNC or TLC.
Don't go chasing waterfalls, but yeah.
Literally anything. Tell us a joke.
Oh, that'd be great.
That would be awesome.
We'd love to hear some jokes. Yes.
Tell us a ghost story. Tell us a ghost story.
Please tell us a ghost story. We love ghost stories. People are requesting ghost stories, by the way.
So, there.
Yeah.
There's some ideas.
Brooke, those are awesome ideas. So what are you guys waiting for?
Give us a call at 857-271-1047. That's 857-271-1047.
And seriously, guys, we joke that this is a party line, but it's actually just a Google Voice number.
Can't wait to hear your messages.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello. No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Brooke and Nikki. It is Stephanie from Missouri. I am calling to say thank you so much because I got my John bundle giveaway, and I'm opening it up right now. And I'm smelling the electric youth, and it's bringing back wonderful, wonderful memories. I love the confetti in the box, and it's like a party's happening in my kitchen at 9 o'clock at night. So thank you guys so much. I can't wait to open all this up and get into all of it and see everything. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Thank you for the podcast. Thank you for the giveaway. Thank you for all the joy that you have brought to so many of us over the past year. You guys are amazing, and I cannot wait to party with you guys on that boat. I'm so excited. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I just had to call and say thanks. Have a great night. Bye.
Hi, Brooke. Hi, Nikki. It's me, Charlene. So the New Kids cruise themes are finally out. I was just wondering, am I the only person who automatically thinks of doing, like, man cosplay? I seriously haven't even thought of any women. I've thought of all these different man characters I could be. Maybe I'm a drag king. I don't know. Also, you guys said you wanted some jokes, and I thought I'd give you guys my favorite, like, 4th grade joke. Are you guys ready? What do Mario and Luigi wear? They wear denim, denim, denim. Get it? Get it? You know, you can tell your mother that joke. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hi, Brooke and Nikki. It's Kelly. It's Saturday morning. I'm up, and I can't find where the cartoons are. There's no Captain Crunch here, and there's no cartoons. I don't know what to do. So I figured I'd call you and see if you could help me out. Anyway, I'm at Joe's, and we're going to go see Adam Ray tonight. Everybody knows I freaking love Adam Ray. And I'm kind of really nervous, and I feel like it's like pre-cruise preparedness. You know, putting myself in that situation to see how I react. I really don't want to, like, fangirl on him. I'm afraid that I might not even be able to speak. So I wrote him a little card. I took a little tip from Cameron, how she wrote that card. I think it was her. and she gave it to Joey before, the kitty cat card. So I wrote Adam a little card, and I mentioned my so-called whatever podcast in it, so I hope he might reach out one day. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to go back to searching for some Captain Crunch and cartoons. Okay, let me see you. Bye. Bye.
Hey, what's up, my so-called whatever sisters, BH sisters? This is Angela Warren. I wanted to give you something from the 80s. Y'all ready? Now take that. I had to do it. I had to take y'all there. Love yous. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Jackie, aka Brown Sugar Honey, aka your friend forever. First off, I was just calling to say that I was able to meet up with some of my so-called whatever gals when I was out in LA earlier this week, Labor Day, and we had a great time. Shannon, Diana, Charlene, Amanda, and Heather, I had to think about it, was there, and we had a nice time. So my so-called whatever brought us together. And then I was just thinking, somebody brought up Jerry Maguire recently. Not Jerry Maguire, Jerry O'Connell. And I thought, you know what, he might have been the first celebrity I ever met. And this was back when I was in high school. It had to be like maybe 1991 or so. And he was on the show called My Secret Identity, which I loved. And I was walking to the train with some classmates, and I turned around to say something to them, and kept walking as I was doing it, and slammed right into somebody. And, you know, in the process of saying, I'm sorry, like, oh my God, I looked up and it was Jerry O'Connell. Like, OMG. And he was kind of holding on to me because, like, we were both going to fall because we collided with each other. But I was like, oh my God, I love you. I love your show. And I recall him laughing and kind of smiling. And from there, it kind of goes into a daze, which kind of like what happens when I have encounters with new kids. But I do remember him signing some random sheet of paper for me, and then me like jumping up and down and being excited, and my classmates being like, so who is he then? Because clearly I was the only one watching cool shows at that time. But anyway, I haven't left a message in a while since my rap, so wanted to call the party line, the hotline, and say what's up and share a story. All right, take care. Bye.
End of messages.
Files done.